Hello, crypto world. It's your boy Muddy Mo, aka Mr. Bean, coming at y'all again with another daily DeFi Degenerate update, also known as the DeFi Degenerate Show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome. How y'all doing today, man? What's up? What's happening? How y'all feeling? Hold on, let me get it together now. Y'all know I gotta get my screen together, man. How y'all feeling today? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, y'all know this is the best show in DeFi General Show with Muddy Mo. Today we are talking about, could Hex be listed on Coinbase? That's a big question. So that's the first part. Another thing we're talking about is the elephant money rebirth. But we might have to revise that a little bit. But the elephant money rebirth, and then last but not least, we're talking about fur bet a little bit, which should be coming out tomorrow, I believe. So that's exciting news. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and what's going on with that. But other than that, man, y'all know things is regular around these parts, man. How y'all feeling, man? Listen, y'all know this is the best show in DeFi, right? Listen, I got to go back and listen to our show again just to make sure I ain't missed nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. To be honest, being a DeFi degenerate, we kind of put it together here. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy to have y'all, man. Just happy to be here. As always, y'all know how I feel about y'all, man. Always the Money Crypto Movement. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Always action over there. I had a little problem the other day. I had to shut that down immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to shut it down. But what I'm seeing, I'll talk a little bit more about what I'm seeing later. But what I'm seeing is a lot of what I call satire. You know what I'm saying? But we getting over those things and we moving on to new things. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. All right, Brian said, "What's up, Mo? What's up, fam? What up, Brian? Y'all pull on in. Hey, man, y'all come on in, hit that like. Listen, come on in, hit that like, man. I got some things to talk about. Let's do some house cleaning. Let me get my screen together. I got some house cleaning to do today. We got to talk about some things. All right, so as I told y'all before, the money crypto movement, we're growing. Whether y'all know it or not, we're growing. You know what I'm saying? We're moving into another level. I already told y'all, man, like, I'm gonna be giving my opinion to more and more people in the space. And coming pretty soon. It's literally probably tomorrow or the day after. I ain't gonna guarantee nothing. But you will see something from me that kind of mimics that. So we're trying to keep things together and organizing the space. I'm just happy to be here, man. Y'all know how I am. So that's gonna be exciting. Also, we still waiting on Hex and all that stuff. We still waiting on Ricky. We waiting on all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the main thing I want people to know is my target audience. So I told y'all we had some issues in the Telegram, and y'all know, listen, I'll put it on the screen. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this dude in other chats too. But basically had an issue with him being a fanboy, extreme fanboy. In the Money Crypto Movement, I'm cool with you having your opinion. That's okay. But you're not about to, didn't you do this and attack people? And I'm like, no. But it's two people that tell the truth in the world: a drunk man and a madman. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he was angry, but he really spoke his mind. He's like, "Oh, mother, you broke and you've been doing this forever." Ha ha. I'm like, that's all? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you got? Like, that was it? I thought I was expecting some fireworks and some doves flying. I thought I was gonna have something better. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what Jay-Z said. A gun to your face, that's all you can come up with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even have to boot him. He left himself because he already knew what was up. What's that, D? What's up? Yeah, didn't have to boot him, but he left himself. But he did say something of note that I do want to talk to y'all about real quick. He was basically saying, I've been doing this for so long and I'm broke and all that stuff. It's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't know that's the biggest compliment he can ever say, because that's an oxymoron into itself. You don't stay in this space long if you're not successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. You know what I'm saying? Drunk man says what a sober man thinks. Facts, Brian. Right. He was drunk, upset, mad. He trying to take up. I think he was Forex. He trying to take up a Forex on a random. I'm like, what? Like, nobody's even talking about. They just picking on people. But anyway, but he said something that's important to the movement. And basically he was, saying like, oh, you're not showing $1 million, man. You're not rich and all that. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. This is crypto. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is DeFi, bro. Like, I forget how many wallets I got. Like, you know what I'm saying? Relax. But I think it brings me back to a key fact. The point of this, and if y'all go, y'all have to go back and do y'all research and check me out, bro. It's good. It's good. It's a good watch, good listen anyway. But you got to go and do your research, bro. I am the king of minnows. I used to call myself the king of minnows. That's why I do this. I do this to show people that they can come up and have a come up in this space without a whole lot of money. That's the entire purpose of it. So for him to say that, I was like, man, thank you. You don't even know what you're saying. You're trying to insult me. But bro, you know what I'm saying? Like you really can't, you know what I'm saying? I told you I was at my level of F you, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing you can say to hurt my feelings, bro. But what you can do is help me provide light to people who don't know what we do over here. So you know, if you coming over, if you got a regular job, bro, you got a whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get some extra bread, this is where you come, bro. This ain't where you come if you got 500,000, a million. Don't, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already there. Go do something simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, but over here, we trying to build everybody up. So that's what it's all about, man. It's all about community too. And he was a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you listen? I'm the kind of person, I would rather you tell me that when you on a good day. You don't have to, don't wait till you, man, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, boot you. That's weird. So, anyways, y'all know how it is, bro. We got weirdos in the space and they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so is what it is. All right, let me keep it moving. Let me keep it moving. Oh, also, again, like I say, man, listen, it's Muddy Mo the consultant now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to start consulting people. It's just, it takes so much time for me to answer everybody. You feel me? So I gotta get organized, and I'll have some information coming out that more later. Some of y'all just want to look. My new thing gonna be book a session. You know what I'm saying? Book a session with Muddy. You know what I'm saying? Not only, you know what I'm saying, like, do you support what I'm trying to do? You also support the space because I just put it right back here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me see. Oh, y'all lit in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Also, real quick, this ain't for everybody. For all my FBAs, you need to holler at me. I got something coming Wednesday night. All right. If you're not an FBA, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But if you are, holler at me. You might want to get in the Telegram. Real talk. Because I'll definitely be speaking there. All right, let me check my chat. I'm gonna keep it moving, y'all. Yeah, y'all lit today. Came on a little bit later today. Now listen. Oh, I got some more. I told you I got some house cleaning real quick, y'all. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Shout out to Woo. You know what I'm saying? Woo gave me this idea. I know I go a little bit of even. Some of y'all getting off work. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Put the kids down. I get it. But a lot of y'all are available during the day, and a lot of y'all just want to listen along during the day. So tonight, I ain't gonna be long tonight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be long tonight. I'm gonna do a little session tonight, but I'm also gonna be going live tomorrow. Time will be probably in the Telegram. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna change it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna try to do a little bit during the day too. I'm just trying to see what the reception is. Y'all be lit at night though. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Y'all, man, listen. Y'all know y'all the real MVPs. I ain't gotta say it twice. But also, you know, it's a lot of people, like I said, during the day that just want to ride and listen. You know what I'm saying? And it's good and clean. I ain't cussing too much. You know what I'm saying? But it's good and clean, and you can listen to it. So y'all can listen at work. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me check y'all out in the chat before we keep it moving. Look at the money crypto boom. Look at. See, y'all just too much. Let me see. I love y'all, man. Brian say, hey D, hey Woo, hey, yeah, y'all speak. What up? Smart, what's goody? Yeah. Y'all pulling up all the MVP, all the stars in the building. Y'all noticed the A-list show. Y'all watching the DeFi the General show with Muddy Mo. I'm about to get into it right now. I got y'all. Y'all just long intro. It's okay. Look at Woo. Yeah. The love. I see the love. Y'all see the community building. Listen, ooh, man, see, I got news too. Y'all know how I got. Ooh, y'all see my on-chain crypto go off on Jimmy P? James Pelton. Ooh, I told y'all I was gonna catch up with James Pelton. I told y'all. We're gonna talk about that. Also, the main subject today is one of the main subjects is Coinbase possibly could have Hex. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell y'all why. Another thing, elephant money going up. We'll talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? Had a little rebirth, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, before we go on, we're gonna talk about FearBet. If y'all in Furio, you're gonna love FearBet. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. It should be boosting that price as we speak. Also, yeah, hey, Brian Wright, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? No freeload. That's a fact. Look at Brian starting off hot. All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, this is the link tree as always. I told y'all I'm upgrading pretty soon, but for now, we still got the link tree. All right, so check me out on the link tree if y'all interested in any of this. Also, man, if y'all got questions, comments, if y'all think about stuff during the day, put it in the chat. We talking, man. We rapping. I told y'all kick your shoes off. Y'all know what time it is. But Here in the what is this? Here in the link tree, we got Ooze, Furio, Piston, Open Leverage, Elephant, Imp Money, Drip, H&W, amongst others. So all those things up here. Also, if you want the referral address, it's right up here at the top. Now, y'all rock with me on these referrals. What I'm starting to see is a lot of devs are starting to pick up on stuff, but they don't do it without support. So y'all supporting me watching, appreciate that. Y'all supporting, hitting that like, y'all supporting, hitting that share, all that good stuff. Also supporting these contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see, I ain't no rich man. I'm putting pennies over here. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? Just participate to help the move. But I appreciate y'all anyway. But anyway, so all my links here at the top. Make sure y'all check me out on all social media. I'm on everything. And also the Telegram, the Money Crypto Movie. Y'all know the movie be lit. It's the movement. Oh, Tay, that's out the way. That's out the way. Let's talk about it. How y'all feeling today? What y'all think about this market? I see a red end. All right, let's talk about it. Look at this. It's Winter Forex. Win Animal Farm. Right. Win Animal Farm. Oh my goodness. Them and the stats. Listen. We're gonna talk about drip a little bit today. Not really though. I'm off of that. I'm kind of getting off of it. It's boring now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are the satire kings. And if y'all approach it like satire, if y'all know what satire means, I got you. Google works. You know what I'm saying? Google on the presses. I got you. But they the satire kings, bro. Like, it's, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get into that later. But good vibes over here, all positive vibes, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's see. We got that red in today. I see some red. Oh boy, it's like we can't get a three. This 1 week break. We just need 1 week straight, just green, just for our sake, Anyway, Bitcoin over 23,000, down 1% today. Ethereum 1,600, down 3% today. You got USDT, USDC, and BUSD at number 7. All right, so 3, 4, and 7. Not bad for stables. Binance BNB is up to 284. Hey, listen, quietly that Binance price is creeping up. Oh, also, to my noobs who don't know, there's a lot of different sites that show the market caps and all that stuff and all the top cryptocurrencies. You got CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, et cetera, et cetera. All these other, you got a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do like about Nomics, it shows the transparent value. I know I like the transparent value. That shows how fair something is, at least to me. Circulating supply over here. How many total tokens is available? And then another thing, this is not financial advice or nothing like that, but they do have a 7-day prediction here on Nomics. So that's why I use Nomics, because especially for DeFi, to me, it's the most useful for a DeFi person. You know what I'm saying? Show us what I want to see. Volume, everything here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Y'all know I'm always teaching somebody something. Y'all know how it is. All right. What else? Yeah, Cardano, 51 cents, down 2% today. Polkadot, dang, took a hit today, down to $8, $8.50, down 8%. Polygon down 5% to 89 cents today. What else? I don't even know how people make a whole show just doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, this get boring quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know, man, listen, y'all got high expectations on money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been saying all these good things. Like, listen, I gotta keep up with that now. I'm like, hold on now. You know, I'm trying. Y'all listen. I appreciate that love, man. Y'all be giving some love, bro. And I be getting love from, you know what I'm saying, people who don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the influencers in the last video. And see, that's what the space is about. Ooh, listen, I got a good subject we're going to talk about today. Not today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But promotion and shillers are not the same. And y'all need to understand that. We're going to talk about supporting this space. And yeah, I'm going to get there. I mean, y'all know how I do. I get ahead of myself and I got to kind of pick up the speed. I ain't going that long tonight. So let me go on to pick it up. What else y'all want to see? Tezos up 1% today, up to $1.80. Look at Theta though. Ooh. Some of y'all getting Theta. Some of y'all getting Theta up 11% today, up to $1.50, 52 cents. What else? That's it. Let's look at that one real quick. Let's look at that one. Y'all know I'll be looking for that one every time. And it's on a good number. Number 17 today. Let's look at Hex. Y'all know Hex is better than. Y'all know what Hex is better than. Y'all know. I love it. All right. Let me see. All right. Hex is up to almost under 5 cents today. Now it's pumped. I think it pumped up to over 5 cents. Yeah, we got up to just over 5 cents over the weekend. Listen, I keep saying this, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on with Coinbase and Hex today. And it's not what's going on, but I just want to make y'all aware that Hex is on the radar already. If you don't know, it's on the radar. However, getting a listing on something like Coinbase, y'all know what that could do. Y'all know what that can do. And then the promote is y'all know what that's gonna do. So I'm gonna tell you, and I'm seeing signs. I know. Shout out to D. D was like, man, it's gonna be his birthday. I think it's in October. I think he done with it. I think they close. I don't know. Y'all know I'm not good at predictions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just call it how I see it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey, that's all I do. But I do see some indicators that this is coming to a good point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know Ethereum got their merge going on, trying to go from proof of work to proof of all that mess, man. Ain't nobody. That's old news. You know what I'm saying? We need Pulse Chain to work. So, Hex coming out. Listen, the point of getting Hex right now is to make sure you're getting Hex for the snapshot to get a duplicate of P Hex and all that. You're gonna want to have Hex. If anything else on the market, that's to me a blue blood or a blue chip is gonna be Hex, bro. I'm telling y'all. I be trying to listen. I be trying to save folk. They don't be want to listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm too poor. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough. They say, look, listen what they tell me. They say I'm broke. I ain't got no subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no views. Like they be going off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I feel like, dang, too bad I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for the real ones. I've been saying this since day one. Real dogs smell blood, bro. It ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you being, you know what I'm saying? You get that vibe. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Ryan say winter is coming. Smock, fact. Smock say red days you get paid. That's a fact. When that market down, man, when it's blood on the street, what do? Buy property. Yep, that's a fact. JT say buying some BUSD here. Buying some BUSD. What you buying it with, JT? We keep it moving fast, JT. We keep it moving. We don't stop. Somebody say Cardano delayed their smart contract update. Oh, really, Smart? For real? Cardano delayed again. They smart contract update. Listen, they got to give it up at some point. It's over with, man. Y'all too far behind. Cardano ain't no way they gonna. It's too much blockchain activity going on for them to even be relevant. Who say hell with Cardano XRP? Right, bro. We don't got time for that no more. If you OG, you've been around, man. You've been up and down with these types of tokens, especially XRP and Cardano. So, is what it is. Cardano was supposed to be Binance Smart Chain. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought it was gonna be the next best thing after ETH, and it just didn't happen. All right, let's check it out. Man. How y'all feeling tonight, bro? Talk to me. Also, y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate show with Muddy Mo, the most original show in DeFi, man. It's the best show in DeFi, man. Make sure y'all hit that like. Hit that like. And then also hit that subscribe if you haven't already. All right. Am I singing today, y'all? Hold on. Let me see if I'm singing tonight. Let me see. It's no, it's not a bit of a day. Not today, y'all. Not today. All right. Let's start off with Hex. Now, one of the main subjects of the day, y'all know we're gonna be talking about Hex. Hex, just as I said before, under 5 cents. Still kind of holding on, doing his thing. To me, this is a floor, in my opinion, to Hex. Now, y'all know how I feel. I'm biased. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are living off this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to stop playing. Listen. And then, hold on, let me say this too. A lot of y'all be getting some crazy stuff. Listen, man, y'all have to look at what people are living off of. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are living off of Hex, man. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. Like, I'm serious. And you can stake it, so that makes it very valuable. So, shout out to Hex. Still holding on. We'll see. We still waiting on Pulse Chain. All right. Y'all see how to move some things around. Let me see. Early thoughts. So that's another headline today. It's supposed to be the rebirth of the elephant. Now, we're going to have a lot to break down here. It's some good things that happen on the weekend. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we saw some things that wasn't so good, and I think we got a bot situation. I think it's planned, so we'll figure that out. But anyway, elephant money. Look at this chart, y'all. I hope it's just finding the floor. The problem is it's a lot of stuff going on here, but this weekend showed us what the possibilities could be. I do think Banteller got to handle it better though. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll talk, we're gonna talk. But this is strong and this is good, man. This makes you want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like things like this, it's just steadily on the incline. And this is the day chart, y'all. So it's been a long time coming. We got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? For that supply shock hit, but all in all, I think Elephant Money and what they've done added on to that raffle, which we'll talk about, is special. And I think they really have to help this platform. So shout out to that. It's down a little bit today, but I think it's just selling off from the weekend. So it is what it is. Trunk. All right, now this is a biggie. So Trunk is what is that? 32 cents. So last week has been a huge week for Trunk, especially the last 3 to 4 days. It jumped from 22 cents to 30, I think it was 6 cents. Yeah, 36 cents at the top. So now it's kind of got down to 32 cents. A lot of people selling off. You know what I'm saying? Like this is still, y'all gotta understand, we can want to will people to not sell, but the more you want people not to sell, the more they're gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? Like the best thing you could do is figure out where you're gonna fit in this and try to make it happen. And Trunk right now is 32 cents. Still might be a buying opportunity. Now people are nervous and all that because it still could be dumped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you never, once you got hit smacked in the mouth, you know what I'm saying? A couple of times you always get a twitch. Like, hey, put your hands down, put your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta watch out. You know what I'm saying? Like you get that. Hold on now, slow down. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Trunk is at 32 cents. And that's a good sign. It's a really good sign. So we'll talk more about that. All right. With that big fur. Y'all know y'all like that big fur token, don't you? I know y'all do. Now, Fearbet, we're gonna talk about Fearbet today. Fearbet is coming out. I think Fearbet is gonna be a decent situation. My thing is how do I make passive income off of it? And I'm not a gambler. So teachers on if you are a gambler, that's cool. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But Fearbet is gonna probably add to the site. My thing is how and how fast. I know they had a situation on there with which I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But a seed group, I call them the hand boys. The hand boys. They got, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can imagine what I'm saying that. These just, single unhappy guys that play the video game all night. You know what I'm saying? Like them kind of guys, they got in a group and shared a seed phrase and kind of dumped this thing. They maxed out quick. So it is pulling back. Maybe it's because of Fearbet. I don't know, but that's fire. So we'll talk a little bit more about Fear. Get y'all some big fur. Y'all know, listen, team money with big fur. It is what it is. Y'all gotta pop in. All right. Next trip. Now, I got a confession to make, y'all. I'm gonna be real. I listen back. I don't really listen back to all the shows. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't know, bro, I don't got no. I'm not reading off no pamphlet. I don't got nothing written down. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just off the straight vibes. You know what I'm saying? That I go through. I do a little research, but that's it. It's off the top. But I'm above getting personal with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like and I felt like I'm not really even feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's satire, bro. Do y'all know what satire mean? We're gonna look up in a minute. I'm gonna show y'all what satire mean. But y'all can't take them, I almost can't take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like this is satire, bro. This is meant to be funny. If you look up the Animal Farm, the book, the first genre that it pops up under is satire. Like you can't take these guys that seriously. And I'll talk about why in a moment. But it is what it is. Had the pump, and then then Forrest had the AMA, and then we got this dumping. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. People don't want to hear that Shireen. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody hear that Sharif. My bad. No, don't hear that Sharif. No, nobody want to hear that Forex. Like it's boring. We're tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even fun making fun of it no more. It's just boring. You know what I'm saying? And they got a real bad culture in these contracts, man, of like just kicking people out, and they want it to be a boys club, and it's so much. And then now they got this that boy trying to start a no sale August. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't even talking about this contract yet. But listen, man, don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna listen. He gonna get y'all messed up in the game. You know what I'm saying? That dude got like 30 wallets. He's selling. You know what I'm saying? He got one wallet. He not gonna listen, man. I don't even talk about him often. But I'm just telling y'all, man, don't be the one. All right, we ain't gonna go into that. But that's so drip is at what, $7 today. Again, we saw some green candles, a couple of days of green candles before, and it was a big injection in here too. 700 something, 600 something BNB. So it's a reason why this is up, and they trying to will it up, but it's gonna be hard. But we'll see what happens. It's still inverted, you know, so I wouldn't expect too much. AFP, Animal Farm, it's probably, it looked like it was trying to form a U, but it's probably not gonna happen. People are too upset about they dang on dogs, man. Like at this point, you know, it's just beyond repair. Like this dude had a whole AMA with still didn't have a date. Are you serious, bro? Like it's like let them talk about it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get. I think that's the best thing to do. Just not give them light no more. Like it's just maybe they don't need light so they can do right. I don't know. Like it's boring. It's not good. It's not even fun to talk about no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like all right. Piston race. Now, oh, Piston. I'm hoping, I'm hoping, I'm hoping we don't have a structural damage here. And you know, I just want a reason for this to be green, and I'm trying to figure out in my mind how that can happen. You know, yeah, I know y'all tinker. We'll talk about. We'll talk. I ain't trying to go into it now. Trying to keep good vibes, but you got to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? When the foundation is cracked, you know, we'll talk about that. I ain't trying to be down today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that, but you know, it is what it is. All right. Let me check my chat real quick, and I'm gonna get back to that stuff. That's good stuff. That's the good stuff. JT say I'm short an ape now. Okay. Okay. Trunk looking much better. Yes, Mark. It is. It's looking much better. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm very, very happy with that trunk price. Brian said, I believe that anyone who has taken a hit with the recent crypto fall is probably going to see out of fear. Most of them understand this is a long play game. Yeah, it is. And not just that, we're learning too. This is not this is work, so this is gonna be the end of it. No. That's why, like, when people say, oh, get one contract or two, like they don't do that and they know better than to do that. That's not wise. But yeah, good point, Brian. D say, what do you think of Pyro? I'm just preparing for the next bull run. Oh, D, you're in the right place, D. I was in Pyro. Shout out to all my OGs who was in Pyro when it was on E. I think it's the same Pyro. I think, yeah, it gotta be. As a matter of fact, I need to check my wallets. D, I didn't like that dev team back then. And now what y'all gonna see, you're gonna see a lot of stuff just popping in, popping out. It's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like once y'all start understanding the game, you're not gonna get as attached. Because usually what happens when you first get in the game, you get very attached to your first couple contracts, especially the ones you really, really like. But then you start looking for new opportunities, right? And then you're gonna look around and be like, yo, it's really not that many opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look around, like, that's cool. That's everything's like, So it's only a couple really good things. But also to answer your question, D, I can talk about Power a little bit later, but yeah, I just didn't like the first go around with it. JT said pigs didn't moon. No, they didn't, JT. No, they didn't, and I don't think they ever will. If you want to be honest about it, like we wasting our time and breath, fresh air, messing with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of a headache now. You know what I mean? Like it just keeps spinning the same words around and around. It's like what? You know what I'm saying? Like word soup. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ever had the what is it? The alphabet soup? It's like word soup with this dude. Like, what are you? What? You know what I'm saying? Same old. Like, bro, you giving people headaches. Nobody believes in you. All right. Brian say, I am not mistaken. V2 dog white paper supposed to be released tomorrow. Yeah, Brian, please don't hold your breath on nothing that these do. Like, deadlines is not a strong suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even try to see y'all take me down that path every day. It's just not a strong suit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't focus on that. JT say, I think DeFi is dead, boys. Oh, JT, don't do that. Don't do that, JT. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's good and alive because I'm here. You there? In the Muddy Crypto movie, we here. Somebody said I thought it was a solo sport. Right. right. Hey, see, I'm not doing it today. I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't picking on nobody's fight. I want to say so much. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not. It's Pyromaniac, not the old one. Okay, similar. Okay, D. Okay. Shoot a link in the Telegram or something, D. So I'll definitely look that up. I would love to look into it. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Let me keep it moving. Hold on. I ain't done yet. Now, I see M Money and one I got some issues with M Money, and I think M Money has some serious problems. They've connected themselves with too many scammers, and they don't even know it, or I don't think they know. I don't think they care. And it's a lot of whales in here, and they own this. And this is a complete whale game. M is. I don't see how you can be long-term bullish on M because you know the people that's gonna dump on you. So it's like weird. Like y'all can do all this great stuff, but if you connect yourself with the wrong person, let alone persons, it could just it's not gonna be worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look at Splassive. Doodle Brown. Y'all know it's coming. Hey, Doodle Brown. Doodle Brown. Y'all know Doodle Brown. Y'all know what's coming with that. Splassive is just, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I still got it up here. I know y'all selling that Splassive. I don't see what it's gonna do, man. This dude came out with paper, rock, scissors. He thought that was going. I ain't even gonna go there. Okay, H Fuel. Let me go to H Fuel real quick now. I heard some things, and he got I got the professional audit and all. I got the super security and all this stuff for H Fuel. It's just kind of turning it. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of turning me off. Like pause, but it is like I don't know like how successful this can really be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much hate in it, and I don't know if he's relying on the outside source of this community, but I think Doodle Brown, these type of guys, bro, I don't like them. Now, we got to talk about this because as a community, listen, Muddy Crypto. Oh, y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Hit that like. Listen. I'm about to be on the hill. I got some new things I'm about to be on the hill with. Are y'all cool with these devs going outside of the space? Shout out to, I forgot who said it today. Going outside of the space to go get paid marketing money to other companies and stuff, or y'all people that y'all listen to every day. Like, I'm starting to really figure it out. The devs are having issues right now. They don't know who is a shield, who is a promo person in crypto. And I think it's becoming worse and worse. They're not paying influencers, but they're paying other people. They're paying themselves. And shout out to whoever said that, but they got marketing budgets and none of them spend on marketing. So the influencers can get together. That's not hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get devs together because they don't ever, you know what I'm saying? But you can get influencers together. I'm starting to figure out what's going on in the space. We're gonna talk about old Jimmy P. I told y'all James Pelton was a scammer. See, y'all don't be listening to me. I be right all the time, and y'all just don't be listen. I told y'all James Pelton, he will work for pay. Anything, anybody paying him, he's gonna promote it. And I told y'all what was gonna happen. Hold on. I gotta stop because I gotta give myself a Muddy Mo. Bing! Didn't I tell y'all that developers were going to target James Pelton and Jonathan? I said that was going to happen. I've seen this happen before. They target you when they know that you don't care about nothing but money. So my question is, especially to all these contracts that I'm showing here, why aren't y'all? Oh, y'all, some of y'all want to be volunteers, and some of y'all want to. No. Why are y'all not paying the YouTubers that talk about y'all stuff every day? We're gonna talk more about that because if it's something I'm gonna stand on the hill for, is you don't take something outside the family when somebody's feeding you. And these devs is kind of like getting on some weird stuff. Like, hold on, bro. Like, wait a minute. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all? Everybody got a marketing budget, but no YouTubers are. Well, they paying their own YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should say it like that. So it is what it is, but it's just something I'm seeing. But yeah, shout out to, I think it was On-Chain Crypto now. On-Chain Crypto, if y'all know him, he's just so negative, bro. Like, what do I don't like having his whole channel negative. However, he does have some points. And I told y'all it's gonna be a matter of time for the call up to Jimmy P, James Pelton. Everybody who went on this show, I told y'all he was a scammer. So here's what it is. They ain't trying to listen to me. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see what y'all talking about real quick. DeFi is the best thing happening right now on Earth. Facts, Woo. Now, Woo, I agree with that, bro. To be real with you, we're so innovative. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up on DeFi now, y'all. We are still We are the guinea pigs, y'all. Now we're gonna be rich because of it. If y'all stick on, y'all hold on. You know what I'm saying? And don't take no whole lot of money neither. Don't listen to them people. Oh, you need $100,000. Don't they say it the same thing? That's what stopped me from getting the stock market when I was younger, like early 20s. Is people telling me how much it cost me to get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that to people. Oh, you ain't got $200,000. You can't do that. Like, what? Y'all silly? You know what I started drip with? $50. Stop it. What money? What money? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to defend people who don't know what we do over here. We do this for the regular people. We're not doing this for you. This ain't for you. I almost said his name. You know what I'm saying? I almost said the name. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Brian say, didn't Odo connect with Jay Nasty? If so, that's all you need to know. Facts, Brian. Facts. Odo's out of here, bro. Like, no, bro. He coming in trying to, nah, bro. Jay Nasty is the last person you need to connect with. D said they cheat. They need to pay influencers right to get big. Facts, D. That's a fact. I'm putting that on the screen. That's a fact. But how are you not gonna pay the people that talk about your stuff every day, but you gonna go out here and pay some rando who don't know nothing about your project, nothing about nothing that's going on, bro? This is where we at. Like, they lost their mind. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, these dudes, like, they don't understand. And I'm talking for all influencers, whether they like me, talk to me. A lot of influencers don't get along either. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But however, y'all know how I am, bro. I'm all about honesty and integrity. I know what I'm saying. These dudes are getting $30,000, $40,000 to take them outside of our community, right? When they could just work with the influencers in the space right now. Why would you leave the space and then they're gonna use your project? It makes no sense. So now we're gonna get more deeper into that. That's not for today though. Shout out, dude. That's a dope comment. Smokes say, you could be a whale in Trashville. What is it, trash? What is that? Trash 5 for $20. The devs need a big public relations and influencers to really blow up a project like Sheeb. Right, D. They're not looking at Sheeb. And then let's get more specific because we talking about our neck of the woods, right? Look at what was the most influential project as far as promotion. And I don't even rock with they top people, but it was Drip. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, JC, you do need to be an influencer. And y'all know, listen, I hate when people be hating, bro. Y'all need to be influencers too, bro. It's not easy, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to understand where your bread is being buttered, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, listen, I had a contract. You know, if y'all in the space, y'all probably know. I left a comment on it today. I'm like, hey, you know, do y'all have some contact information so I can, you know what I'm saying, make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I can reach out to y'all about some influencing. And I just said like this, don't mind me, but I just heard her, I could feel her neck snapping. I don't do no paid shields, so I don't do no paid promotion. So I'm like, I'm asking you for a JPEG. All right, what are you talking about? I don't do paid shield. What are you talking about? The space is so gone with shields that they don't know who's who. Like, they like stop and look at the channel first. Like, glance. Like, it's like they're on a pedestal and these devs are not connected to us. The only people connected to us is who us. And I'm an influencer. I speak for the people, bro. I don't speak for them. So it's like, not to put that person on the spot, but I'm sitting there like, yo, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, like, chicks always think you're trying to holler at them. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, touch a friend for me. No, not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to holler tonight. Ain't nobody trying to talk to you. But that's what I felt like. But that's how they treat influencers because they mixing up shields and promoters. All right, let me keep it moving, y'all. Let me keep it moving. Y'all know I get stuck. See how y'all get me, man? Y'all know. Y'all let you put that battery in my back. All right. Look at Rex. Wow. It's up 36%, but it's got a long way to go back up. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about Rex. I just don't think, I don't think it's viable, not tokenomics wise. B-Reap is, what is it? Around where it is. It is what it is. I need to take that off. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. It don't even matter. Hedron is down just a little bit, but it's kind of staying even. Look at this. Man. Man, if was a fifth, I guess, huh? Everybody be drunk. Look at this, man. I keep telling you about Pulse Doge. It's just not stopping. It's like riding spinners. It's riding spinners. It don't stop riding spinners. Hey, riding spinners. It's not stopping. You have to look into these other types of coins. Maxi. Guys, no, y'all know I like Maxi. Maxi finding floor, but it's working its way up. All right, let me get off into these, and I'm gonna keep it moving. I got some headlines today. I gotta touch, and I got some other things I gotta touch. Y'all already know how I feel. I'm about to run through them real quick, and then I'm gonna go through the headlines. I am, but they cheap. Want free exchange. I know dollars and crypto. Yep. All right, now, man. Oh boy, let me see what's going on. Make sure everything's straight. Now, I'm not gonna talk. I told you I'm not gonna talk about this project ad nauseum no more. I started realizing, man, the things I say on here, it really means something to people. You know what I'm saying? Like some people really, you know what I'm saying? They really rock with it. So I gotta make sure I'm being responsible. And not just, you know what I'm saying? Like I bully the bullies, but I don't want to be a bully. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just, you know what I mean? Like it's like fighting with like somebody with T-Rex arms. You know what I'm saying? Like I can hit I'm jabbing and it's just nothing comes back. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of lame. You know what I'm saying? It's really lame. So I ain't gonna be that lame, guys. Plenty of other stuff for me to talk about. Y'all know it. Also, y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate Show and Money Mo. Make sure y'all hit that like. Hit that like. All right, I need to get some I need to get some B&B over here. But yeah, it's like, bro, it's like fighting with T-Rex arms, like fighting them with T-Rex arms. Like it's not fun. But I will tell you this. I think Drip Network and all their influencers and everything, like we all think they crazy, right? That's how some people look at religion. Like, man, like y'all crazy. Man, we just believe. You don't believe? Like, that's religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. But let me look up. I looked up what satire is now. Check this out. Look at this. See, listen. The internet they should have never gave people like me the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. They should have never gave me the internet. All right. Let's talk about it. Satire, in case y'all didn't know, because some of y'all don't know. Y'all heard it, but y'all don't really know. It's the use of humor, irony, exaggeration to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices. Wow. That couldn't be, man. See, this is the diction. Who is this? What dictionary is this? Oxford. Oxford said that. The use of humor, irony, and exaggeration or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices. This is a vice. Right now, y'all looking at Drip, it's a vice. Because some of y'all put way too much money in. Some of y'all, I believe, I'm rolling. And no, you're not. Sir Crypto, I'm mad at you, bro. You turn off your messages. What's going on, Sir Crypto? I put you on the spot. Now, I appreciate you pulling up, though, big dog. Welcome back. I see you in a while. But yeah, you got it, bro. What's up, man? What's up? Brian, I'm gonna do a call in probably in about an hour or so. Yeah, I do want to have a roundtable. Now I need about 3 or 4 of y'all if you want to pop in. Now can't just be 1 or 2 of us. I ain't doing all this talking. Yeah, I heard about that. Sir Crypto, the proof of stake, but proof of work for it. Yeah, I'll touch on that a little bit more later, but yeah, I heard about. I'm just not excited. It's cool. Oh, okay. I got you. You good. But yeah, no, I'm just not excited about Ethereum at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it's a money maker, especially for us OGs. But we'll say satire sounds like you. You can say that, I guess. But yeah, the proof of stake, proof of work. Maybe I'm too heavy in pulse chain, but we'll talk about that. I'll get back to that. But now, real quick, let me come back to this. So yeah, this satire, man. The stuff they be talking about is extreme exaggerations, and y'all know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of it. Like, it's like, I'm gonna be real. Like, you don't even want to. It's like you don't even want to hit the video. When I'm an influencer. I don't like saying that. But you don't want to put nobody in that position. This thing has gone up and has come down, up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, this is inverted, man. This is inverted. It don't matter how much you believe, man. It just don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have something behind that. So they talk. You know what I'm saying? Now, real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my H3O. Read the H3O money. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There it is. Don't panic. Now, real quick. Let me get off of this real quick. Yeah, y'all know who that is. Man, this dude talking about some no sell argument. Listen, bro. They see, this is what I'm trying to say. This is satire. Hold on. Let me go back to this real quick. Because I told y'all I gotta spend my time on stuff that matters. This don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. it's just a matter of time for somebody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep playing with knives, throwing knives in the air. You know what I'm saying? Expect nobody not to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? They playing catch with knives. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we gonna come back next week. We gonna have another AMA next week. This dude said he said he's gonna give a date in a week or so. He still don't have a date for y'all with these farms. But look at this. I just want to show y'all this. Y'all see this? Look, satire books. The first thing to come up is what? The first satire book comes up is what? So I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the internet. This is the internet. I can't control it. I'm just saying this is satire. All of these stuff is satire. So it's like, bro, just it's funny. If to be honest with you, if you see it as a joke, it's gonna be what? What are you talking about, Banteller? Don't get stuck. Hold on, no. Hold on, bro. All right, we gonna talk. We gonna talk then, Tony. We gotta talk. Don't do that, bro. See, you have to get me started. Let me finish with these dudes. So ultimately, man, y'all have to see this as what it is. This ain't coming back. And I'm standing on that hill now. It don't matter what they say it do. Oh, I put this, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking to individuals no more. As a whole, as a collective. And you know, the biggest thing is it's just so many people that we can lose to DeFi because of it. Because at some point you got to turn the corner if things are turning the corner. You can't just keep saying the same things and doing the same things and think people are going to keep following you. That's not how it worked. And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad that, you know, the biggest part is that they like kick people out of their groups if you don't believe in what they believe in. Like, where they do that at? Like, is this political now? It's a political party. Is it with the Forex and the SSBs and the and the evil empire, or you not with nobody? It's like I'm not even gonna do that. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Because I like I said, I'm not giving these kind of projects no more energy. It just don't deserve it. Shout out to my squad members. Listen, y'all doing what y'all do for y'all, and I appreciate y'all. You feel me? I'm still making it happen. I'm still letting it fly. You know what I'm saying? When it needs to fly, I'm letting them fly. So yeah, I'm still airdropping over here. You know, it is what it is. We're still making gains. Now, I don't talk about nothing because we, you know, too much because we're still making gains here. So don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? We're still making gains. So it is what it is. Drip Network, govern your sales accordingly. Oh, and also they said that they said that Drip Network is going to be coming out after the Animal Farm and all that. It's going to be getting upgraded and scratchies. They need to scrap scratchies 100%. All of that just needs to be scrapped. It's not good. It's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not exciting. It's not good. It's bad. It's really bad. All right, let's talk about this real quick. Now, one thing I will say though, and I gotta say it to devs. Dev teams, one thing you got to learn from, especially these contracts that's probably not going to last, is let me tell y'all what Forex did real quick. Forex just bit off more than he can chew. You see what I'm saying? You ever seen a little kid trying to front in front of his classmates or homeboys, and he always go the extra mile, end up dancing on the desk and falling off or something silly? You know what I'm saying? Like, people that had silly deaths, falling off bridges, out of windows, just to do the extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now you got Forex at a point, he thinks he doesn't, I know he feels it, but it's not, the love ain't the same, bro. People are getting smarter and smarter, and not just that, it's to a point now where he's bit off so much, he did so good at promoting and marketing that it doesn't even matter. Like, everything else doesn't even matter because now you got so many people behind something that's innately broken. You know what I'm saying? It's like being put on Front Street, you out. It's like they say when you perform, you should imagine everybody naked, right? It's like he the only one naked on the stage and he don't even know it yet. And not just that, these dudes that's connected to it, they're not just hitting the brakes or slowing down, they're hitting the gas. So it's kind of sad, man. You took a lot of money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's stats are stats. Everybody in their community say, oh, you need the proof, create proof. The proof has been provided. They don't have proof that he didn't do it. And then they say, oh, it's okay. It's all this weirdo stuff. And then I got people coming to my group trying to attack people like, man, what? You know where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know where you at? Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been with you forever. I don't care nothing about that, bro. You sitting there trying to bully people, man. Bye, Felicia. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So, no, it is what it is. This is just a heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all still waiting for farms here. Y'all are still waiting for farms. If this is this dude, somebody made sometimes he the best dev. How is this dude? He basically, because of B-Reap? You crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's what I'm trying to say. It's satire. you can't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to laugh this stuff off. This dude talking about some how's Forex. This is a farm right here. Talking about, oh, I can't release it yet. It's not ready. Well, what? Who broke it? How many? Anyway, I'm not going there today. Let me go through this real quick because we got money here. So we're going to go on and count it out. Again, Pigpen. Y'all know how I feel about the Pigpen. I don't lie to y'all. The Pigpen is a place where you can come to support Forex. Put all your money here. He got you. He got you. He got this front rent nice and good. So he can get 98, 99% of that, and then he can rehypothecate 1% back to you and make you feel a little good on the way out. This is a whole mess and a half. Again, in a room full of ugly girls, it's the one that with the one with the best body right here. You know what I'm saying? This piggy bank. I don't know how long the price can stand up. But you got to be a fool to sit up here and talk about you deposit into here right now. Like, after all this mess that this dude going through, it's down 200%. Nah, stop it. I'll pass. But if you're in it, you're in it. And it's still paying out. And that's something that we can say about some of these contracts. That's dope that they pay out, I guess. That's our standards now that they pay, so. You know what I'm saying? Oh, see, I'm trying to be, hold on. See, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. Y'all know I ain't right. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. All right. Drip Garden. Listen, somebody need to come on and pull the plug on that. It's getting long and boring. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, now some of y'all getting them plants up, and that's cool. That's cool, man. This is kind of like, I don't know. Maybe y'all into it. I don't know. I'm just not into it no more. Like, it's like everything over here is like played out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they just trying to repackage it. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving you, like, you done had these sneakers. You got the sneakers for last Christmas. You got some new J's, right? It's like they just, man, he been playing them all year and got, you know what I'm saying? Got the crease in the front of them and they messed up the strings and they just put it right back in the box, wrap it up for next Christmas, and you get it again. Here you go. It ain't no dev work really going on over here. So, it is what it is, man. Y'all, teachers on. I tired of giving stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's lame and it's boring. It's boring. Excite me. I need to be excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Tay, man, hold on. Let me see check the chat. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Listen, Banteller, what are you talking about? Peanuts is coming. Don't make me. Hold on. What you talking about right now? What you talking about, Willis? What are you talking? Are you serious right now? See, D? No, D. Hold on, D. You remember? You told me to let it go. I was like, I know what I'm saying about Peanuts. Listen. Sometimes it's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's trolling me or not. I gotta get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of trolling here. Listen, it's been 6 days. I've been counting. It's been one truck a day. I told y'all we waiting on that pig to come back. I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, let me talk about the goods, because it's some goods to be talked about here. Some real goods to be talked about. Let me get into it now. Where do I start? Okay. So the trunk price, of course, this is the main thing. This is a dime. I think it was like 4 days ago. I mean, sorry, dime cheaper in 4 days. It was 22 cents 4 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So, this is significant to be up to 32 cents. And if it can hold, it could be a powerhouse. Now, I got some little birdies who's telling me basically it was a lot of bots on a Monday. So it felt like the weekend was like a dream. It was all a dream. And then it's like, oh, it's cool. But look, we landed on a cloud with 32 cents. We've been way worse. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave that. That's good. That's a really, really good thing. What I'm seeing, though, is this participation in this raffle is on fire. People are starting to figure it out. And I told y'all, it's just simple math. Now, Banteller think he's slick. Y'all know how I figure him out. You know what I'm saying? I got that mind on me. I figured it out. Basically, he's locking everything in the site, which helps the site. So on the redeem is, it's a bunch of busting trunk in here, right? Yeah, it's gonna pay out eventually, but it's right now it's locked up, so people can't sell it. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere around here is locking stuff up. Then the raffle, all the new raffle is putting a focus on making y'all stampede, because y'all wasn't stampeding, y'all was selling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all were. It is what it is. Y'all was selling it. You know what I'm saying? So now, this stampede function is really, really boosting the site, and it's just making it just lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's reviving people. Y'all got to mix up these winners on this bid. I know them. Listen, on that max deposit, make sure everybody getting in there. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. But ultimately, I think, the elephant treasury being up to 85. Listen, remember it took us, I was like, based on that, remember I was doing the math on the elephant treasury? I was like, man, based on these numbers, it's gonna take like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's over with, bro. This is done. People still selling a little bit of everything, but that's what people gonna do. Ultimately, I think people are behind this. Now, again, I agree. I don't know if he's trolling me. Banteller, you please tell me if you're trolling me or not. I need to know. Are you trolling me? You know what I'm saying? Like, but what he was basically saying is, I said this, is I want to see a Peanuts, which is like a Furio, just to build this elephant treasury. And I think it can happen fast. I don't know if that's really going to happen. Now, let me talk to the herd for a second. Let me talk to the herd, because I'm going to say it like this. Y'all have to make sure that y'all find a way to promote this, man. Y'all have to promote it, and the way y'all do it is important. Y'all got to get more organized. I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all gotta get more organized. Now, Bates, I thought you said you was done coding. Now you got what are we doing? If you just now you done messed up I got my whole script ready, and you messed me up because you said you done coding. So I thought you was done. So I'm like, let me figure out how we can do this now. You know what I'm saying? But now, if something else was going to be added to this, I would really like that, because right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, for what I see now, I don't think this raffle is gonna slow down. I just think it's gonna keep going, which is a good thing, especially on the Stampede side. As long as the trunk price don't take a real serious hit, this APR here, don't let me lose y'all. This APR here should keep going up, which means more people get more trunk, and then more people should be rolling back in Stampede right now. So that's a good thing. But overall, I do want to see the participants on this site go up, and it only comes from help from the herd and some other people. But Banteller, let me ask you something. You said something about a vacation. Now listen. I got a slogan that we used to use, man. We sleep when we die. This is, you trying to make history or not? What you doing? Now, if it's a family reunion, go ahead and chill. I know you've been cold. I get it. However, we don't ain't no time for rest. We got to get this stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least now, let me say this, because I think there needs to be a persons added to this. I think there needs to be a promo captain, a promo team. Because you keep saying you're frustrated with the people. I keep telling you, you got to put the people in position to be able to promote it. You know what I'm saying? So get you a captain. Matter of fact, you might want to get some people to trial and move them in and out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, you're going to need somebody that's talking about this contract every day. Y'all know I talk about stuff that we in every day anyway. But you're going to need other people talking about it, and not just on YouTube. It got to be everywhere. So is what it is. But overall in the market, I think Elephant has, probably the most potential. But y'all just have to make sure y'all continue to grow it. It is what it is. Shout out to the team. Look at the team growing. Look at this. Look at this. You gotta be under the umbrella. You can get rained on. Y'all know what time it is with me, man. Come on, join that team, Muddy, man. We over here lit, and I'm rolling the heck out of this. Y'all know I ain't stopped. You know what I'm saying? I haven't stopped. Told you I'm an part owner. But it is what it is, man. It's good things going over here, man. Just make sure y'all understand what's going on with the raffles every day, and make sure y'all beat that timer. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all be wanting to roll, get in there and all that. Just make sure you do it now. Let me say this: Banteller's Rockets, not detonator, Rocket. You know what I'm saying? Is basically the tokenomics behind this. But yeah, I think this could be significant. Especially if Penis is added. Now, before I move on, CD, I told you, D. I told you it's a matter of time. Listen, I don't be right all the time, but I'll be right all the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say it like that, but y'all know what I'm saying. Again, I think what we've seen, y'all, I don't want y'all. I'm gonna move on from this in just a second, but I don't want y'all to get things confused. The trunk price and the elephant price are it's together, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, the elephant treasury is what the number you need to look at. Now we saw the trunk peg go up tremendously fast because of primarily the raffle, right? What you got to understand is you also need the elephant treasury to go up significantly. So this is cool. And this is really, really good for trunk. Nothing wrong with it. It helps. It gets people on the site every day. It makes people go through something to try to win something. I get that. And it's a lossless raffle, so everybody wins. However, if he's serious about peanuts, and I know it was my idea, he don't want to call it peanuts, but what do elephants eat? You know they eat peanuts. You know they eat peanuts. But you gotta bump this faster to get this going. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get this treasury going faster. And Trump is doing a decent job, but it's just not. You still gonna need what 80-something million in elephant to even get back to seeing a supply shock. So you got to get that up quick as possible. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's see it moving. Okay. Let me check this chat. Let me check the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about before I move on. Dang, y'all got a bunch. Hold on. Y'all, I'm slow down. Let me see what y'all talking about. So, Banteller, listen. I'm gonna send the link right now. If you dead serious, you can come up and say that. If that is real, if you are not playing with my soul or my spirit right now, we can come talk about peanuts. And I'm gonna be the lead promoter, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna do shorts. I'm gonna do mids. I'm gonna do longs. That's my contract. I'm gonna be the lead promoter. I'm telling you that right now. If you're serious, only if you're serious. All right. He said income. I think you playing. I don't know. We'll see. And you said you was done cold today, didn't you? Muddy More exclusive. That's a fact. He said, okay, now look, this is what I just said. He said we need to put twin turbos with the raffle and peanuts. Man, you better stop playing with me. Like, man, stop playing with me. We'll talk. We gotta talk. Just syndicated the Coinbase ball presses. Okay, fire. Oh, I know what I need to say. Very good. You said just syndicate the Coinbase and Bog press release. I know you said I'm so upset at the space and y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do. I get that, but you got to make sure even if you're in a bad mood, that's why I say you need a press person or somebody that can bring some you missed that. Okay. But yeah, you need somebody who can bring these points for you. They don't have to answer anything about code. I would strongly suggest them not to. But everything else, somebody can answer these questions for you. They pretty much got the gist of it. But don't turn down no interviews, bro. None. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Where you got to find some of these dudes that can do some of these interviews for you. You got to, I ain't gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But please don't turn on no interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like the space, help the people out. Take them interviews, set a date. Even if you don't feel like it, just set a date. We'll figure it out. And if they say, what up, Mo? You know what I'm saying? What up? Elephant Money Her say, I'm hungry. Where the peanuts at? That's a fact. That's going on the screen. Where the peanuts at? Where? See, y'all about to give me. Man, listen, I told you I'm going to leave promoter for peanuts right now. I'm not even playing with you. Come on with that code, Banteller. We're going to do it. JT say 80 million. Damn, we screwed. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not JT. Not a peanuts come. We'll say, bring Tony live. I missed his little AMA today. You missed it too. Okay, if y'all hanging around a little bit, I'm gonna open up live. I do got to get through these other subjects. Shout out to y'all. Now look, this is what's wrong. Now let me talk to the herd. Y'all know how I am. I'm gonna talk directly to these communities. I know y'all rocking with y'all boy. I know he like to pull up, and I know y'all like to pull up from time to time. Shout out to Woo. Y'all know Woo always put the word out for me. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to rock with Muddy Mo too. Now you gotta learn from other contracts. I know y'all. I get it. But as soon as I don't talk about Elephant, y'all go. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't gonna work. All right, successful followers say, what is peanuts? Oh, I guess I gotta do it. All right. Let me go on and get through this thing. Let me explain my gist of it. I know Banteller probably, I don't know. I just need to know that this is real. You know what I'm saying? But my gist of it was basically a certificate of deposit style contract, maybe wrapping elephant or something like that. I'm not a coder, so I don't know all that. You know what I'm saying? But something that people can buy and sell elephant, use it in a CD contract like Furio, right? And what it does is a percentage of that goes directly to feed the treasury, and then obviously just like anything else, you'll get your percentage for being in a CD contract. But to me, it's just it's just what the people want. You know what I'm saying? Like they understand CD contracts, and not just that. The key is that will, to me, in my opinion, it should put this in hyperdrive, put the elephant treasury in hyperdrive. The raffle is doing decent with the trunk peg. I'm not even as concerned about the trunk peg. I am concerned about the elephant treasury and the speed of it, because what happened is if this gets back to peg and the elephant treasury is still kind of lagging, you're gonna see a lack of faith, and then we're gonna get the same issue we had before. People just dumping off the trunk, and elephant treasury just sitting here, looking barren, looking like Bound Quickshow. That's it. Still the peanuts, Mo. Spill the peanuts. Hey, I like that, Nathaniel. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. It's a CD contract that allows you to wrap elephant. Y'all can buy elephant, put it in the contract. So some of y'all, it's a reflect right now, which is cool. I don't know if you can do that with peanuts, but that's what peanuts was. It's going to feed the elephant. Bertha. Y'all want to feed Bertha? That's how y'all feed Bertha, with some peanuts. So yeah, so that's all I was just saying. A CD contract that people like. And not just that, we got good referral systems going on, better referral systems going over here, but that's just the true and blue old school referrals. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like that system, and not just that, to me, peanuts doesn't have to be a lifetime contract. I think elephant money in itself as an ecosystem is already that, especially if Bertha gets up. So you don't really have to worry about longevity with peanuts. Peanuts is really a temporary thing, just like the real peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Elephant eat peanuts, they're not lasting long. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they don't have to, but people do, enjoy making money with your money. You know what I'm saying? So they like, you know what I'm saying? They like to be a part of your project. They want to make money other ways. Not just that, they can really, to be honest, you need a good CD contract right now. The other ones might not be looking as strong. So anyway, all right, I gotta move on. I got to move on. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link out a little bit later if y'all want to pull up. Now, I told y'all I'm testing y'all out today. Heard y'all gotta rock out. Let me see if y'all rock out. I'm gone. I ain't coming. It's okay, but listen, this is what Muddy Mo does, bro. We talk about everything in the space. All right, let me keep it moving. Listen, y'all know how I get, but I gotta talk about everything. Also, y'all watching the DeFi Degenerate Show with Muddy Mo. Hit that like. No freeloading. Brian, my boy, he always say no freeloading. No freeloading. Hit that like now. Don't do that. All right. Let's talk about Piston Ray. All right. So Piston had their event this past weekend. Shout out to Baba and shout out to, I think it was Snazzy. A couple folk pulled up, you know what I'm saying? They went out there. And one thing, listen, all these contracts, if you don't have a lot of money, man, you better off listening about all these contracts, even if you're not in them. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're going to have happen is once you do start finding success, you're going to want to start finding other things to put your funds into. Trust me. You're going to have your little blue chips. You're going to save. You know what I'm saying? You might do some loaning and save there too. But you're going to still, like if you're a degenerate like me, we do this. You know what I'm saying? We do this. We degen over here. So, it is what it is. Like we want to get into another contract. So the mechanics of these contracts is the main thing that y'all really need to pick up. This is the stuff that you're not going to be taught in, the numbers are not going to show you the mechanics. And also over here in Money Mo, I'll tell you about the people part of this, you know what I'm saying? Which is important because you can have, good feelings, good numbers. You don't have none of that if you don't have the people. So it is what it is. All right. Piston race. Look at it. Doing what they got to do. Now, I got some problems with piston race and I'm nervous. CD contracts, we starting to see a trend here. It feels like when it gets down, it can't get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm falling and I can't get up. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those. Like, and that's nerve-wracking. The price of piston race has been just going down consistently. Hey, and I'm sorry, Circuit, bro, I ain't mean to forget about you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like we got a lot to talk about in this. I got you on I think it was Kazakh. I'm willing to look up anything later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure what that is, but I know you do. You know what I'm saying? So you can help me. But anyway, piston race, it's flailing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not failing, but it's flailing. Y'all ain't hear the L in there. It's flailing. I think that's a word. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the chart real quick. Piston race, to me, this is what happens. You get off to a weak start and you get people dumping early. When that price goes low, you got to think the people that paid $20, $22, $24, they're gonna have to sell at $8, $6, $5. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to at least make their money back. And unless you get a big joke, it's just been all red on these volume bars. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard, even with the game. Now, you don't want to put too much pressure on the game, and the NFTs and all that stuff is cool, but y'all got to get from under that cloud. Y'all under that drip cloud right now. You have to really promo, and y'all might. And I don't say this often, but y'all might need to pay people to promo a different type of brand of person because it just looked like a standstill, and I don't know how you can spike this. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I'm concerned about, and that's on an honest level. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this, all this hard work that y'all put in here, it shouldn't go to waste. But at the same time, the price, y'all need something to jump it. I know y'all got the stuff coming. I know y'all did the best y'all can do. But sometimes I'm gonna be real in DeFi. It's just not enough to beat the dumpers. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make sure you. Yeah. So I ain't trying to go there today, but yeah, shout out to Team Money on Pizza Race. Listen, we still in it. I ain't in on all doom and gloom. You know what I'm saying? They still paying out. You know what I'm saying? Some people only care it's paying out every day. It's still here. It's still doing what it's supposed to do. But the main thing is making sure you understand this is how some of these CD contracts work. Not only just that, they had a 5x meter on it, all this different kind of stuff going on with it. So again, this is now kind of going back. This is why I think peanuts will work if it did this kind of contract, because who cares if it goes out if it feeds Bertha? I think that's the whole point of it. And let these whales get in here and pump and dump it. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feeding Bertha. But either way, Pizza Race, I think the future might not be as strong as they like. They just got to keep pushing. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't stop. But y'all do have to understand what's a crack in the foundation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think y'all bought it with a crack in the foundation, but you inherited it. And now, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, let's talk about money. Drink your H3O, money. Let me see what y'all talking about in that chat. Y'all better stay lit in that chat. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all just want to talk about peanuts. I do too, because I got to make sure it's real. I need, listen, y'all put the pressure on Banteller. Tell him I want a AMA for peanuts. I deserve that much. I deserve it. I've been saying it. Y'all told me to shut up about peanuts, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Woo! Man, water so cold it froze my teeth. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like I want to enjoy it. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Imp money. Now, sometimes you got to pay attention to who around you. You know what I'm saying? And pay attention to who's talking about stuff. There's certain names in this space that are getting mauled right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a baby pit with the ears chopped off and the tail chopped off, grabbing, locking, and getting that lock on that neck. That's what it's like right now. Y'all have to understand that, some contracts could have, oh, we got the perfect code. We think we do. We got this, we got that, we got that, we got that. But it's the basics, man. Like, this is a specific whale game. And not only just that, if every part of it, now, just say you got up in the detonator, right? And you did get up to the point where you're like, man, I'm getting enough to, if I compound every day, I'll be right back in the lottery. That's cool, right? You think so. But to me, it's really not. There's easier ways to gain. Now, the detonator works for what it is. But what happens when the minnows and the sharks start getting in? It just, it has what happened before. It dumped and all that stuff. The peg didn't reach peg and all that stuff. And then they got, to me, it's too much going on up here. You can't explain all of this stuff. It's too much. Oh, this can go to this and this and that. Like, I think the issue is a lot of y'all think that I need to have it more complex. I got this, I got that, I got all these options. Yeah, but to be real with you, less is more a lot of times, especially over here. Yeah, you don't got to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all doing too much. Like, calm down. Like, the boardroom, get one other thing, like two other things. The detonator in the boardroom, what else? Like, you don't need the state this. It just seemed like a ploy. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like overall, it confused you. Like, man, am I even making money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be looking around like, I'm doing this and then moving this to there. At the end of the day, these whales selling on you. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Imp got some marketing issues. They got, certain crowds that love it. Some crowds hate it. So it's like 50-50 on it, but it is what it is. I like this little boardroom. Y'all know how DCA, you know what I'm saying? DCA into that. Also, what else? The nodes, you can do the nodes too. I was trying to find something else, but that's okay. But yeah, so they got all these different things going on. I'm just not a huge fan long term of Elephant Money. I think their team is not experienced enough to want to stick around or want to keep these whales at bay. And I think they are the whales. So that's kind of concerning. Anytime, to be real with you, I'm going to talk about HFuel in a second. Anytime you connect yourself to these really, really bad influencers, the ones that we know steal from us, that call themselves pastors, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, ain't it? The pastors are the ones that's stealing over here. The people that ain't that crazy. See, man, that's some sick karma for you. That's a sick world. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's a turnoff for M Money. It really is. Y'all need to disconnect from people. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, Gold Bridge and all. I'm not doing all that. But it's just, just because you met somebody don't mean. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, Dex Finance. Now I've been very disappointed in Dex recently. Dex has been going down, and anytime all my news need to know, anytime the total value locked or the total in the contract is going down, the daily APR usually goes up. So I don't know what's going on with Dex Finance again. Now I got to beat this in with a hammer and all of that. You know what I'm saying? A boot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got to beat this in. You guys keep thinking that this is what these guys think. This is what these devs think, and y'all have to, as a community, have to let them know y'all bugging. Y'all don't know what y'all doing right now. Y'all need to get it together. Now, let me show you something. Out here, they tell me, oh, we going to pay y'all. We thank y'all. We pay y'all out of our own pocket. Y'all trying to be too noble here. It's like, bro, like, hold on a minute, bro. Like, y'all paying out of pocket now? Like, what pocket? Like, how much y'all got? Like, it's weird. Y'all might as well have referrals and let influencers help you. Listen, there's no glory in having nobody talk about your project. And I'm just doing it because I like it, but it keep going on the price. I'm definitely not incentivized now. I'm not saying I'm not the type of person, but I'm just saying you don't hear about this because it's not incentivized. Devs, you are not winning more people over by saying, oh, we don't got all that. What y'all looking for, what y'all need to watch out for is shields, not promotion. So not having a referral link is the dumbest thing you can do in this space. We're not big enough for that. So y'all think, oh, I'm noble. I don't have all that. All right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here. Anyway, this is going down in price. Dex Finance is what it is. We're still in here, though. Dex share is pretty cool. And Dex ETF, I spent it last time. But it's still pretty cool. It's a pretty good place to come in and just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's everything. You need. Okay, I gotta pick it up because I ain't even hit my main subject yet. All right. All right, so this is HNW. HNW. All right, now. I feel like Olo's trying to style on us. And some of y'all don't know what that means. I feel like he's trying to stun on the space a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm gonna come do this better, right? And then it's like, bro, what contracts didn't work for you before? We need to know. Like, go through those. This is weird because he's so close to Jonathan. Anybody close to Jay Nasty is seriously. And he don't even realize it. And it's the thing, man. You can think you so above people, but you're not above somebody who's talking about your project every day. You're not even talking about it publicly. Not Twitter. Telegram is not public. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all think Telegram is not public. Right now, somebody can randomly hit my YouTube page and see about your project. So when you got a developer like this, he pick his favorites and then he op up for no reason. Like Muddy, I fight for honor and integrity in the space. Y'all know that. I don't care, right or wrong. I'll talk to everybody, top to bottom. If I like you, I don't like you. I'm going to talk the same way because that's who I am. And especially in this space. You see what I'm saying? Bro, you can't come in here putting targets on your back from big groups of people. Why would you target Elephant Money too? I get drip. I get it. Why are you targeting Elephant Money? That's not going to help you. You're trying to say, Olo, this is what you're trying, Lolo. This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to segment a market that's really unsegregatable because we're all in everything right now. It's not big enough for you to do all that. You don't know what, like, bro, like you don't have the first clue of promo. You know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is, right? Nobody else talking about it. I'm gonna stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude don't like influencers. You know what I'm saying? He just wants you. He like guys like James Pelton who just got called out for Jimmy P. Just got called out for scamming people. He like Bishop J Nasty. That's who he likes, right? Let me shut up. All right, y'all know how I do it. I gotta listen. I be having to pull out and shut up. Like, let me shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm gonna start saying some mean things, and I don't want to say mean things to people anymore. I'm trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Woke up on the good side of the bed today. All right. What we done? All right. Now we gotta talk about this one. We got to speak about this one. Okay, Nathaniel say H&W is targeting Elephant. What the hell? I thought they were partnered. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Nathaniel, but anytime you tell people to sell Elephant to go into your stuff, like, man, what? Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, H&W, like, why would I do that? No, it's not good. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, that was weird. Look at Baba say, yo, Greedy, what up, Baba, what up? Pull up. All right. Now, I'm going to talk about FearBet. Hopefully, I can get some time. You know, I got to hurry up. But yeah, we're going to talk about FearBet. I ain't going to talk about all this stuff today. We're going to talk about FearBet a little bit. Now, I'm sorry, Fair Bet, which is coming out. Now, I am not a fan of gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think Fair Bet could work for the price, but my thing is this: we don't need no temporary pumps. That's the only problem. I didn't, I've seen all these casinos come out. I've seen, what was it? I seen, was it Bet Fury? Uh, what else? I'm forgetting. Brain fart. No, Chips, Bet Fury. What else? Star Bets. All of them. I've seen all of them come out, and I just don't see them making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a lot of competition, and that is a job into itself. So I'm not against Furbet, and I'm going to probably be in Furbet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same time, you got to think about what's best for, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you think would be best for this Furio price? Now, this team ain't playing. They doing what they got to do to stay afloat. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they coming to rap with us. They sitting down. Like, I appreciate all of that. And I like what Furio is doing. They tried to. I told y'all what happened. Y'all know what happened. These dudes sharing. They sharing, what is it? Seeds. They sharing the seeds. Right? They maxed out an account and they basically got a quick max out account and now they dumped on us. Right? The hand boys, them boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got nothing to do, but we're gonna steal from everybody. That's gonna be so funny. That's funny though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's funny. For real. Y'all could have anyway, you know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta play the game like it's supposed to be played. Shout out to Furio though for figuring it out. They still paying them. They nicer to me. I ain't nice like boss. I ain't nice like boss. I'd have been stomping them out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. I'd have blacklisted them so quick. Ooh, not for that. Because that, to me, that's what black hats do. It's just more organized. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all did. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's just weird. If I was serious, I would have blocked them. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. They nicer than me. But anyway, main thing with Frivol is you're gonna basically keep a 2.25 reward weight as long as you basically positive and rolling. You know what I'm saying? So, and here we're doing good. We still trying to grow. I still got a number we're trying to hit. So we still trying to grow up in here. We ain't claiming much. We just doing a little bit airdropping a little bit. That's all. Now, man, let me come back. I'm gonna come back to Fearbet. Let me change this blockchain real quick. Y'all know I got another project to talk about now. The Furio price. Let's look at it real quick because I gotta show y'all this. I wish they had a chart on their site. That would be a lot easier. Okay. Where we at? There we go. Furio. Now, y'all see how this was it 2 weeks ago, a week ago? Bing, 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 bing. Oh, $20. Then they sell. It took them this. Look, I think the whitelist was back here, right? It took them less than a month for that one group to max out, and now they're selling everything. Them and others too. So, just something else to figure out. We want contracts to last. We don't want to just, we pumping. And then, we don't want this situation, so Furio, y'all, I see y'all got some green. It's because of Fearbet, I believe, but the sell pressure gets too heavy on these contracts that it's too much to bear, so just make sure y'all keep that in mind. Besides the Team Muddy, man, listen, we're not playing over here at Team Muddy. Everybody eats, bro. Everybody gonna get something. So pull up, you know what I'm saying? Like, pull up. You're in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Come on, kick off your shoes. It is what it is. All right. After this, I'm going to get to my main subjects. Let me see what I'm talking about real quick. Woo's like, greetings. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're saying. They didn't know that. Didn't know they did that. Yeah, Nathaniel, it was crazy. Like, they out here wilding, bro. Stealing from us. Rusty said, good evening, Professor Moore. I said it like Kyle Barker. Y'all know Kyle Barker. Good evening, Professor Moore. Good evening, gentlemen. I appreciate that. Rusty, what up, Rusty? Pull up. All right, real quick. See, now look, I talk about the stuff that matters in our space. It's our neck of the woods. We don't play with this. It's our space. Y'all know how I feel about all that. Oh, man. Y'all down and out about this? Listen, you want to see it bad, but when you zoom out a little bit, it's like, ain't that bad. You think about it. This has been what? Probably a week that it's been down for an all-time high, 540, right? It's at 455 today. It's holding on. The problem is, now, I think this team needs to move to the next level. And what I mean by that is, I get it. Y'all been talking to small and mid-sized people, only people that reach out to y'all, all that good stuff. But at the same time, y'all got y'all gotta do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe y'all do need to pay for promotion, just the right promoters. Y'all see Money Mo Top 5? Shout out to Crypto Mischief. Shout out to SK Crypto K. Not shout out to Crypto, not shout out to you know what I'm saying? What's the other dude who didn't know? Whatever. Shout out to them because they respected the top 5, bro. And I appreciate them reaching out. You know what I'm saying? All right, BT, give me a second. But yeah, I appreciate them reaching out. I really appreciate that. They understand the dynamics of what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do, at least with these influencers. But these devs need to start paying influencers, including y'all. Ooh, y'all got plenty. Y'all made plenty of money. It's not really doing you no good right now to just be sitting up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not helping. What is it helping? What is helping? So I'm just saying. It's not really helping much. Let me get on the Phantom real quick. Let me put this link up real quick. Also, y'all know what? We're gonna go on and keep the party going, man. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. BT, you can use it, of course, but I'm gonna let y'all pull up later if y'all want to have a roundtable. Listen, I keep telling you, I can't just be all me talking, man. I want y'all to communicate with me. You feel me? All right, so let me get the link up in the chat. Bing, bang, boom. All right, y'all. All right, so let me see. Y'all know how Phantom be playing and stuff. Hold on, let me check Ooze out. So I'm still a fan of Ooze. I like it, but y'all have to have a next step. You can't be this same level forever. It just, I don't know. It don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't. What's gonna stop the sell pressure? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have no blocks on stuff. Y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just kind of let things happen over here. And I get that. That's cool. But y'all have to do something to stop the sell pressure once it starts. Y'all see what Furio had to deal with. Y'all had Jay Nasty in his contract. Y'all had some other people that y'all paid that y'all shouldn't have. Now y'all doing, you know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody except Money. Look, they don't like Money. They don't like me. I tell the truth. They don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told y'all, who's like, bro, I don't know if they want you to, I don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who they be having random people? Oh, okay. They don't like us over here at the Money Crypto Move. Hey, y'all watch the DeFi Degenerate show with Money Mo. Hey, hit that like. Hit it. Hey, hit it. Hit it. Y'all know I get crazy. All right, let's look at this real quick. We're gonna keep it moving. All right, now y'all know how we was doing it. Ooze. Let me see what that team looking like. Y'all know how. Listen, I promote my team. I love my team, man. They know I do. They know I do, man. Shout out to the movement. All right. How do I see my team, y'all? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. All right, so let's go to the sewer real quick. Most of y'all know where the money's being made. It's in the sewer. All right. Let's see. Now, I told y'all know I'm a weirdo. I always find different angles and talk about different stuff, right? One of the main things about Ooze, that I'm just digging, I love it, is the fact that I think Ooze, I think they really, really help with the team building. It really helps you promote your team. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you don't know who on your team. Look at this, 100 shots. I know I go through my people every time. 100 shots. Who is that? Who is that? Levi. What up, Levi? Well, Levi today, he ain't pulling up today. Lil Uzi pulling up. Look at him. Who else? Stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Who else? Who else we got? Yeah, I check on my team every time because you got to show that love. A million. Y'all already know. Y'all like the ad libs. I know. Scroll on. Look at scroll on. Who else we got? Turtle Little Hat Show. Turtle Power. I was a turtle. Man, listen. Leonardo was my dog. Crypto Putter. I need a scratch golfer now. Crypto Putter. I need a scratch golfer now. Need you work on it. No, I'm just playing. All right. That's my squad. Real quick. Let me go to the order slime. Let me show y'all what's popping over there. Listen, don't get left out. I keep telling y'all know my slogan. Don't wait and hate. Get in something and participate. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be better off. Let's see. Now, Ooze is still booming. And the order of slime is still working. From what I see, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm speeding it up every day. I'm not going to stay here long today, y'all. I'm speeding this up every day. We're trying to get more of this ROI. I love how slime works. Slime, listen, on my devs, y'all need to start listening to, what I'm bringing out about these other contracts, because I think, a lot of these teams have things that they do well, and some of their little tweaks is the things that really, really get you over the top. You know what I'm saying? So I think, this is a phenomenal contract. We got 8 people in there. We still got room. We got to get to 17. We're going to get there. Trust me, we're going to get there. But the rewards is paying out. And y'all know our airdrop like stupid. Y'all know that. So $4.55 for this token for ooze. Y'all know another thing that we gaining in, man. Just y'all gotta know what's popping out here in the streets. People are going to like NFTs that they can get paid for, not. Oh, I hope somebody stupid sell it. So I mean, hope it's not that. I hope somebody stupid buy it. It ain't that. No, we ain't waiting on that. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna make money while we're waiting. So that's what we on. All right. Let's see. Okay. So let me go get back to this contract real quick, man. I didn't even get to my main event yet. Y'all still wanted the main event? Y'all want to hear Banteller? Which one do y'all want? Y'all tell me in the chat. Y'all want Banteller pull up or y'all want this main event? What y'all want? I'm gonna wait. It's up to the people. Y'all know it's the people show. Y'all know that. Y'all tell me what y'all want. He in the back. You lit. I need one answer and I'm up. What y'all don't do? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Let me see. I'm gonna wait on you. Hold on. Let me change. I gotta change the blockchain anyway. Don't panic. Don't panic. No, I'm just playing. So we're gonna pull Banteller up real quick. No, you couldn't. No, you about to pull up right now. No. Come on up, Tony. I got you. Don't worry. Don't panic. I got you. I'm waiting on Rosa right now. I got you. Hold on, because we talking about peanuts. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Come on, man. All right, give me a second, y'all. It's working on it. Y'all know how listen. Y'all know how Rosa is. She take her time. She don't get up for nobody. Y'all know that. Also, we going live in the morning too. I wanted to wait to tell y'all, but we gonna go live not in the morning. It's gonna be like the late morning. I'm just trying something new. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't it. So if I don't get the main subject tonight, I'm gonna get to it in the morning. I just want to change it up. But appreciate Banteller pulling up. Look at Brian in the back. You know what I'm saying? Brian, pull these cats up with you, man. We gotta get a squad up here. You feel me? All right. So now I know some of y'all pulled on just for this. You know what I'm saying? Go put it in the chat too. Go put it in the chat. Banteller pulling up, and I think he got some exclusive. He said a Muddy Mo exclusive. We gonna see what that is. All right, so I'm pulling Banteller up now. Banteller, you on with Muddy Mo? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's good? Am I coming in clear?
Loud and clear. Hold on, let me. Yep, you good to go, man. What's going on?
Oh, good. Just had a better weekend than I've normally had in a very long time, since April 12th. So
look, no, you're gonna go on to talk about it. That was a very good weekend. I agree. So tell us about it.
It started on Friday with hanging out with some friends and getting into some mischief, which was
hold on, y'all. Hold on.
A little strenuous. Got the blood pressure up. Got the heart pumping, which is good.
All right. Can we hear? There you go. Banteller, I'm sorry, we missed everything you just said. Can you start back for me? I don't know why sound went out.
Was that your side or me?
That was probably me. That was me.
Oh, okay. Oh, Rosa. No.
Yeah, you know how Rosa is.
I thought the mixing is probably happening on the StreamYard side, though. No.
Yep, it was. It was my bad. I just changed it up, but I think it should be good now, though.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I had a good weekend. Hang out with some friends. You know, got the heart pumping. You know, different. So, and then proceeded to relax Saturday and Sunday. Just had a time to think about things. Didn't even look at the raffles. I wanted to see how the raffles performed on their own, without like the voice chat or anything like that. Did what I thought they were going to do.
Hold on. So you telling me you didn't look at what was going on this weekend? I know you look, Banteller. Don't play now. I know you was seeing that. You was excited like we were. Come on now.
No. I didn't even know that I won the max depositor or max contributor raffle. I didn't know I won that till Saturday, sometime late Saturday, and it was because, and then I had to explain what a carry was because I was just carrying around, and but people I guess were spooked because some guy was like winning back to back, max depositor, and they didn't want to lose anymore. So,
okay.
but
gotcha.
but yeah, in that term, a carry, everybody in bankroll knows what a carry is, because that was like an official term in Rocket. So all this is
Mhm.
like Rocket. Literally the detonator is Rocket plus Daily Plus, and because Rocket, any money that you put into Rocket which was like the random raffle in the max depositor side, any money that you put in that got funneled to Daily Plus, to your Daily Plus balance, which was a stack contract. So that's where all that comes from. um, and um, why the raffle in Stampede has like one major advantage over something like the detonator is because, as everyone knows, the amount of money that you make in a stack contract is proportional to your ownership. Whereas
Mhm.
in a flow contract, like Drip or Stampede, everyone's in their own lane, and you make as much. You make 1% or whatever percentage is set on your deposits, and it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. And
Right.
and and the reason you can do that is because you have tokenomics, which starts with like having the liquidity pool for whatever the yield token is going to be. So that's just like explaining it as succinctly as I can. What's the difference between like a standard ROI DApp or a stack contract and what a flow contract is. A flow contract requires a yield token that has its own liquidity pool, which basically means what the liquidity pool does is, like any liquidity pool for any token, is it centralizes and coordinates the economic power, and literally you can have different investors with different time frames participating in the price action of the token. So
Banteller. Oh, look, you on PhD level. Let me put it simply how I took it.
go ahead.
Detonator messed up because you got to have a lot of money to get some money out.
Uh,
This is a better raffle
yes,
system, and
that
it's
is true.
based off your old rocket. Is that it?
Yeah, this is like Rocket on the front end,
Yep.
but the back end is Stampede versus a stack contract where you have to be a whale to actually make any money.
Gotcha. See, I know I'll be right sometimes.
And
But go
you've
ahead. I don't
said
want to
that
cut you off.
multiple times. You've said that multiple times that detonator is cool. You like the participation that it drives, but it's a whale game,
Right. Right.
and you
Exactly.
said that. Yeah. So yeah, and I was just now you have the
Listen, I
yeah.
told you what I'm doing every day. We're gonna do one truck a day. I told you.
So so Peanuts, like I don't even necessarily remember Peanuts 100%. When you described it, but
Mm-hmm.
but I figured if I was thinking about a new just, and this goes back to like not even like literally I don't remember the Peanuts conversation at all. But I do remember you saying peanut, like in latter conversations you mentioned Peanuts, and I was like, I don't even know what Peanuts is, but it's something you want me to do. It involves another contract. I'm like, okay, whatever. But like,
Right.
but you are pretty good at breaking down tokenomics across multiple projects. And so it started to hit me that like, especially like watching the raffle do what it does, and being dissatisfied, like so everything you were saying about what it's doing, yes, it's getting people excited. I almost feel like it's getting people excited for the freaking wrong reasons. It's getting people excited, and they're fucking losing. They're losing sight of the actual goalpost. you know,
Mm-hmm.
it, it
Yep. Yep.
it's like it's a quote from Wesley Snipes in Blade One, like you know, you know, you know, people want to like get excited, ice skating uphill. It's like
Right.
you're not getting anywhere. Like
Right.
we did 3 mil. Okay, we did three, and I don't know if you heard the voice chat for today's raffle or not. I was pretty hot, but
Yeah. What's going on with that? Talk to us. What happened?
because the day before, like everybody's excited, like, and this happened before the dump, before like maybe I don't know who, but maybe it's Forex did dumping, or maybe it was Olo, or who knows? Somebody was dumping. Maybe it's both of them. I
A
don't
new
know.
character. Goodness gracious.
but like, you know, but like we're going up, like, yeah, we're going. Let Kim, he can go, Trump can go all the way. And it's like, oh, 6 whales come in and like dump at the same exact time in less than 5 minutes. You
Yep.
know, so obviously coordinated, blah, blah, blah. Haters gonna hate, all good. You know, and the other thing is if people had invested that same amount of money in Trump, in Elephant, yeah, hey, dump, please. We're gonna get all those reflections. You know,
Exactly.
Trunk is Elephant punishes you for selling, so go ahead, sell all you want, but like you can't do that. Like Trunk is naked, so it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they dumped and it's like it's good in the sense that okay, great, you know, for people DCAing, you know, getting as much Trunk as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The one saving grace is okay, they dumped. Now people can get more at a better price, and there's still a finite amount of Trunk unless they're going to mint at full price, which means they
Right.
can't play those games. So Trunk
Right.
does
Right.
have that defense in that no new Trunk comes on the market without paying full price at $1. So there
So
have been
what were
people
you
who,
mad at? Were you mad at your space or were you mad at the whales?
no, I'm still mad at, like, ultimately it comes down to the herd because I mean at some point, um, and I think it's a lot to do with like I think the attitude of like a lot of the new, like I love the we got like, okay, I'm just gonna say it. This new round, like okay, so what big change? What changed? Was it Trump? Was it Trump itself? At some point, like we just got mad nerds. Like, you know what I mean? We got
Listen,
the juice.
I was trying to tell you that for a long time, Banteller. I'm just trying to tell
We
you.
got mad nerd. Like they understand. They understand, but they don't understand. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like all this, like, and I was talking specifically to this, like all of this, like I had no conversations with the Dallas, and so he did
Mm.
all this on his own accord. He looked at the blockchain, figured everything out, presented it how he wanted to present it. I had no decision making in terms of messaging. Like, you know, like if I really cared like that, or if I wanted to like hide anything, I would have been
Mm.
all over this and like looking all over, saying, "Hey, I don't want you to show this stat because this stat is harmful to the protocol. This could make people like, you know, have reservations about doing this action, and I need them to be fearless going into here so that this can be achieved." Because it's chess. It's chess. It's not checkers.
Right.
It requires a certain amount of soul. It's not completely analytical. You need to be able to look a couple steps ahead. You need to be able to play gambits. You need to be able to take risks to move the ball forward. And I think the problem is that if you just look at it like this in terms of just pure numbers, that a lot
Mm-hmm.
gets lost in terms of what the fuck we're actually trying to do. So what we're
Right.
trying to do is sacrifice in the short term for the future. And sacrifice doesn't necessarily have to be like super long term, but it does require some amount of sacrifice. A sacrifice with Richard Hart means you give him your money and then you don't see any results for 2 years or more. um,
True. True. But I will say this: Hex was before that. So you know what I'm saying? I think I'm okay, and I've been
right.
waiting too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting too, but I'm okay with it because of Hex. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I'm just playing because
I know.
um,
Yeah.
if Hex had the same time frames as Elephant, I would have been rich with Hex. But
Mm,
I had like 19 million Hex
mm.
when it wasn't doing jack. And it hadn't really pumped up to the way it was supposed to pump up, which it did eventually. So,
Yep.
but I was already in and out. But the
Right.
price action with Elephant, at least once we introduced Trunk, is much better. But anyway, getting back to it. So people are excited about the raffle, and that's locking up trunk. So
Right.
what's the main thing that the raffle's doing? Just the simple fact of locking up a shit ton of trunk means that the prices has to only go up. There's less
Right.
sell pressure. If you're locking up more than you're releasing new trunk onto the market, price is going to go up naturally. And
Right.
because the price is driven by an AMM, if you think about tokens in general and just market caps in general, the market cap of trunk is so low that to clear $1, like imagine that trunk was not capped and it was just a token that could just appreciate in price to whatever price it was going to find. Clearing $1 just means that you have some form of community, some form of belief, some form of adoption. So clearing $1 is not even hard.
Right.
The only thing that's stopping us from clearing $1 is who?
You tell me. Yes, I need to wait. I'm waiting on you.
It's the community. There is nothing like technically speaking, we have everything to just clear $1. Like clearing $1 is nothing because any token that's worth more than $1, like how much? What's our supply? Our supply is at 20 million. It's 1 for 1. It's 1 for 1 for $1, but like it's not 1 for 1. Like it's 1 for 1 for $1 because we know it's a stable coin. But just think about what the level of adoption was for Bitcoin when it crossed $1. Right? We have I think we have more people.
But when you
than
say,
what
let me go
Bitcoin
back
had.
because that's why I wanted to let you say that because I need to make sure I'm clear on this. So when you say the community, right? Are you talking the herd? Are you talking in general degen space? Are you talking? What do you be more specific on what you're saying there?
I'm literally saying the herd because I know what the herd is doing. I look at the block. I look at the blockchain. You think I can look at the blockchain?
We all look at the blockchain. We all look at it.
And I know where people are putting their money. And I'm like, y'all are
Right.
fooling around with like all these new
It's weird
things,
stuff.
unproven.
Yeah. It's weirdo. Yeah, I agree.
And I'm diversifying. Shut the hell up. No, do you diversify your freaking car? Do you diversify your freaking fridge? Get the fuck out of here. Do you diversify your fucking apartment? Like some people do, but it's a waste of money. Like, no, there are certain things in life. Okay, in software engineering, there are different types of things. There's this thing called a singleton. What is a singleton? It's something that just in your overall architecture, you have like your stakeholders, you have various things that interact with other things, but you have these hubs. Usually these hubs are called singletons. There's only one of them in the whole architecture. There's only one elephant treasury. There's only one trunk treasury. We don't have multiple trunk treasuries. You only have one. Why? Because it's just a thing that holds a particular type of token. So there's only one per token. It's a singleton.
Right. So
your debit card. How many debit cards do you have? So you might have multiple credit cards, but how many debit cards did you have? A debit card is a singleton. Yeah. Exactly. So this is like that. We're talking about community banks. We're talking about basic core finance. We're talking about basic savings and stuff like that. So think about
let me ask
like
you this.
It's a
space.
Debit card.
Got you. Let me. How can this is what I think can help the herd, right? I think. What is there a person that you can lead up to get them motivated and to get new people in? I'm saying in the herd right now. Is there a person that you say, hey, this person, you're gonna get all these people coordinated on Twitter? You're gonna get you see what I'm saying? Because I think they don't have direction. That's in my opinion. It's just not direction. It seems like they're promoting it, which is great. But if they had a direction, hey guys, first step is we're gonna get the peg back. That's first. Then we're gonna get the treasury. Whatever the case may be. Is there a way that you can organize that?
No, I think it's a simpler. I think you're overcomplicating it. And I'm not. I'm gonna save what the real reasons are for another conversation. But if you look at Forex and Drip, he managed to get, his core promoters to have the freaking religion. And be what they mean by the religion is that especially during times of need, it's just drip, 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 drip. And it's like, why are you just talking about drip? Like, drip's not everything. Drip, 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 drip. Stunner breezy. Drip. Let me tell you about drip. It's a new day. Let's talk about drip. It's like, and that's what you need to do.
Got you, but I'm gonna tell you why I think you got it wrong. And I don't think you're wrong about a lot, but this on the promotion side, I think you got this wrong. Drip did an excellent job of creating that within their influencers by, to be honest, incentivizing its influencers. Not saying, I know you got your own style. However, at some point, we got to see if, having the volunteer model actually works. It's enough here. If you say that 5% of the APR is going to the raffle winners, it's enough here to incentivize certain influencers that y'all want to talk about it. And that's how I feel like maybe there's something else you can do to incentivize the influencers alone, not just people, but
so I'm going to ask you a question. Is this,
yep.
Are you saying that Forex was slanging behind the scenes, slanging crypto behind the scenes? Or are you saying, or are you saying that his referral amounts, 5%, I believe,
yep,
is versus like 0.5?
Listen. Now, it's hard to me. I've already had a show bringing out, they front ran a little bit, and I don't know who, on their team, but all I'm trying to say is behind the scenes, maybe it was behind, I don't know. You maybe want to do it publicly, but something was done to get them to that point. Like, they're not doing that for free. You know what I'm saying? So I think that might be a disconnect. And maybe we need to say, hey, is this a corporation like, or is this going to be like a nonprofit? Because those are two completely different type of business styles.
I think we're overcomplicating it, because you know what? Flow had the juice. No. Because Flow had the juice, and there were a zillion Flow videos until Flow fucked up.
True. That's true.
That's true. Until I fucked up. So that's the truth. So basically, the original Flow contract, in the absence of competition, is everything. And we already know the black story. Forex was trying to hit me up. Can we do something on BSC? Can we? I'm like, I'm not interested for a number of reasons. And so basically introducing the Flow contract on BSC, where the actual money was in L2 DeFi, that's all it took. And what he got was traction, and what he got was, because we like too often we forget our history, but like, I'm a good student. Like, so no, there was a period of time when Drip wasn't doing well, and only Stunner Breezy was promoting. And Stunner was
I remember that time.
Promoter. Yeah. Stunner was the only person. So what does that mean? All that means is like, hey, if you want to succeed, you got to stick to something. We're not saying like Drip is bad, whatever. It's actually what Drip is the original bankroll Flow with the core, some of the core bugs taken out. Unfortunately, in this, if you zoom all the way out, and when I talk about cash flow for all, what I'm simply saying is that the whole financial industry and the whole value and the whole perception of value and how it's distributed, humans to date have it wrong. There's basically, that objects or things that appreciate in value over time, growth objects, and then there are things that give yield over time.
Right.
You can think of yield as like, in the simplest sense, your family is yield. It's not so much what you receive in an instant or in a short period of time or even over a long period of time. It's that you're getting consistent value from your family every single day. So you're yielding value from your family every single day, investing in your family. And so like, and what I'm and the problem is that whatever that yield is, that if that appreciates, and if that's the object you're using to start your family, that's like saying like, instead of getting like your high school sweetheart, you get like the Queen of England, because the person that you're supposed to marry has appreciated so much in value before you even acquiring her, that like no one can attain her. So like, instead of having to woo your high school sweetheart, you have to woo the Queen of England. So it makes like a person who's just looking for a partner, it makes it unattainable, unreachable for the majority of people. So no, like whatever you put in to sort of start your nest, that can't be growing in value. That has to be stable. And so
that's kind of deep. I might give you a Muddy Mo B. That was not bad. Hey, listen, I like good analogy. That wasn't bad. I was wondering if you're gonna pull it together. I thought you pulled it together. Okay, all right, I'll give you that one. Good one.
Yeah,
that's not bad. Not bad.
like so all the pieces that you need to start your home, your nest, it has to be on a level playing field for everyone.
Right.
And I'm not going to go into like what I think about like what's happening at a broader level in society, but like that's getting hard for just general relations too between men and women. By the way, like young men have to like bring a lot more to the table just to get a girlfriend these days, because everybody thinks
on that. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It's really bad. It's really bad out there. So, it's not. Yeah. Anyway.
So Banteller, let's talk about peanuts. Are you trolling me? Are you serious? What are we doing
here? Not trolling you. So we've been spending a lot of time talking about backstory for like why trunk exists. Basically why that value is stable, that yield is stable, and we're scraping off an elephant to create the yield. So that's all good. But we need something that grows exponentially to back the yield, not something that grows linearly or that can be traded in and out, which is what we're seeing with elephant. Or sorry, not with elephant, with trunk.
Trunk, right.
We did on Sunday, we did over 3 million in volume in trunk.
Ooh.
And what do we have to show for it? Just a couple of, we could have a lot more points. If we did 3 million in volume, we could have been all the way to 1 if people weren't swing trading all day long. People swing trading all day long.
Yeah.
Right?
True. Yep.
So we need that volume. We need that same type. If we have 3 million in elephant, we'd be a third of the way recouping the money that we lost from the actual hack. We only have to put 11 million into the to the BNB LP to get back into that 100 million over 200 million status. For market cap. It's all exponential.
Right.
So because of all of that,
come on and say it. I'm waiting. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
So Slow hits me up and he's like, what if there was an ROI DAP that blah 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 blah, and I'm like,
I'm listening.
And I'm like, okay, so you're just talking about our existing system with all the fat stripped out. He's like, what if you could, he said, what if you could, buy into the system, but there's a certain amount of lockup and then you get your tokens and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, that we already have that. Like, the only issue is that, we can't use trunk because trunk is broken. We can't use the yield token because trunk is broken.
Right.
So the simplest thing I thought about, well, okay, if trunk is broken, what can we do? Well, we could bypass trunk altogether and just say, let's build a 1% a day ROI DAP that takes BUSD in and gives you BUSD out. And then when we take the BUSD in, what are we going to do with the BUSD? You tell me.
I know where it better go. Birthday needs to get fat. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. So we're gonna be buying. We're gonna be buying BNB from either both LPs or the BUSD LP exclusively. Probably both LPs. Just load balance against those two. Raise the value for both of them so that arbitrageurs can take that. can't steal value from the community.
Okay. Yep. I like that.
So one thing is, I paid $500. An arbitrager and bot developer was trying to convince me that, hey, you should whitelist my bot, and then I'll split the profits between myself and the community. And I'm like, no, I should probably just make sure that there's no arbitrage opportunity and keep all the value in the community. And if people are going to try to arbitrage, then they should pay the fee, and so that value stays in the community. So basically, you can only arbitrage at all if there's a gap in price of 10% or more on the LPs.
Right.
So I pushed out an update where Buy with Bertha basically finds the best price, just like what Uniswap does or PancakeSwap does already. Finds the best path if it can, and then uses that path instead of doing like the direct path, which might be more expensive. So if the end user gets more tokens, that means Bertha gets more tokens, because Bertha just gets 8.5% of the value. So
got you. Also, y'all watching DeFi, the generous show with Muddy Mo. Hey, we got Banteller on too. Make sure you hit that like. Don't play with me. Hit that like. Okay. So Banteller, run that back for me really simply. You know what I'm saying? Give me the elevator pitch on how that works, because I understood what you were saying, but a lot of people probably not going to catch all of that.
Peanuts,
so give it to me really simple.
Or what I was doing with the update for Bertha.
Okay, gotcha.
Which one?
Let's do the update for Bertha. Let's do that one.
So the update for Bertha, like before, it was just exclusively always buying against the BNB pool, which means that the BNB pool was raising in price and the BUSD pool is being left behind, which was opening up an arbitrage opportunity.
Gotcha.
Not a big one,
but
then enough one. And then if you get a market crash or something like that, then it becomes enough. Or no, actually, no. If you get a market pump, so we got a market pump. So basically, the BUSD pool was being left behind because buying was only happening with BNB. So BNB was getting high, crossed maybe that 10% threshold, and then the market went up another 10%. Boom, arbitrage time. That's where all those big buys were coming from.
There you go.
Because we're like, 20% is cleared, pure profit in the differential.
Okay, perfect. See, that's what we need here. Exactly like that. Yep. So they just created arbitrage. So basically, you're finding a way to pump that BUSD through the new system.
It's going to load balance the buys across both of the pools now and keep them both in sync. It's going to always pick the lower one, and so that you get the most tokens back, and they both will climb up at the same time. So price will the perceived price will rise slower because some systems chart the average of the LPs. Most just pick the one with the most liquidity and report that one. So they'll report the price as token versus BNB versus token versus BUSD, or versus token versus just token. And this is the price based on the no one really does token versus the price. This is the average price across all these things. So it means our token will be, what it ultimately means super long term is that our price will be hard and our liquidity will be evenly split.
There you go. Okay. Between BUSD and BNB. Yep.
Yeah.
Got you. I love that. That's a nice and simple package right there. It's gonna be evened out. It's not gonna allow for that arbitrage. I'm a nerd for this stuff, so I know exactly what you're saying, but I just want to make sure everybody can simply get that. Okay. So now is it still gonna be with BNB here, or is it gonna be a BUSD option? How's that work? Or is it gonna do it automatically, like you said?
It's just gonna automatically do it. It's gonna just pick the best one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, how much is that gonna speed things up? Like that, I guess.
That's just like a stabilizing thing, so we don't lose any more money.
Okay.
So the good news, I ran the report, and a lot of data there, but basically most of the arbitrage that was ever done was because of like major market moves or the exploit itself. Actually, there was almost no arbitrage. Very like there was arbitrage. Like people would say, "Oh, this looks weird." So people doing arbitrage, but not making a lot of profit.
Mm-hmm.
So almost no profit. So like
See,
most
now
of
that
the
don't even
arbitrage
make sense.
most of the arbitrage opportunities have always been because under a 10% difference,
Mm-hmm.
there's not going to be much anyway. So, but
Right.
like people were making like a couple bucks, a couple $100. But there was only literally one contract that made the majority of all the arbitrage opportunity, which is like 8,000 BNB over the
Mm.
since we've been around, since both
Yep.
pools have been around, and that pretty much was all from the exploit period of time.
Got you. Got you. Good stuff, man. They love listen, they said that's some alpha, man. Who was that said that? Nathaniel? He said some alpha being spit right here. Okay, Nathaniel. We'll
So
say
where does peanuts come in? What is peanuts? Where does it come in? So just to quickly go over what peanuts does is we need people buying with Bertha, and we need them to do it in a price insensitive way. So we need them. So our tool for price insensitivity is Trunk. Trunk is our stablecoin platform. It's the front office for the community bank. So Trunk is the solution, but Trunk has problems. Trunk can lose peg.
yep.
And also Trunk has not one, but two different staking yield bearing solutions with different behaviors.
Yep.
What product can we offer in the suite of Trunk related products for yield that's going to achieve it has to do a couple of things. It has to be insensitive to the price of elephant. It also has to be, which Trunk fundamentally does, but it also has to be insensitive to the price of Trunk, because otherwise there are other solutions that already exist, and just adding another solution with a different yield is not enough. So we have to be able, so maybe we should be able to simplify the uses of Trunk, simplify getting in to start earning yield, and also not make it scary if Trunk is under peg. So in short, what Peanuts is it's a simple flow style DApp. You enter with BUSD. BUSD is the form of accounting.
Okay.
There are no roles. Why are there no roles? Well, it starts out, it's 1% a day, but there are no roles. And what that does is it means that the APY for while the APR is higher, 365 versus 205, the APR is higher in Peanuts versus Stampede. The APY is lower. The APY in Stampede is 672. The APY in Peanuts is 365 because there's no rolling.
Got you.
We need people to be incentivized to use whatever system they choose, so we have to keep some optionality so that they choose one product over another, because each product sort of massages a different part of the ecosystem. There's a lot of feedback loops, but just think about it like the human body. Like, you have the liver, which interacts with the gallbladder and the kidneys, and everything's tied together. You know what I mean? So it's it's like that.
Hey, so you got some analogies today. What's going on, man? You kind of getting hot with these analogies. Okay, keep going.
Well, that's just how I think.
Okay.
If you think I'm bad now, like, which I'm not, I feel run down and broken. But like, I used to be pretty much a Renaissance man when I was in my teenage years, and then everything went down the hill when I went to college. So, um, but anyway, let's see. So
So
where was
so
I?
we said peanuts real quick. No compounding. You
No
said
compounding.
365 APY, which is
Yep.
perfect. Now, and that just to be clear, that's going to probably directly feed Bertha, correct?
Yeah, it's going to go dump the BUSD you submit. It's going to get directly dumped into the BUSD treasury. The
Okay.
reason why we do that is because in this new architecture, we figured everything out. We have the governance contracts. No user interaction directly makes something else execute. And so now, because of that, like, we're impervious to flash loans and stuff like that. So, we basically
Beautiful.
stage money coming into treasuries, and then we have governance contracts interact with treasuries to actually
Okay.
execute strategies. And then those treasuries are governed by APRs. So, person can't do arbitrary amount of damage. They're only going to be do like a day's worth of damage, but only for since the last time the strategy's been executed. So it basically, flash loans won't do anything. So anyway,
Yeah.
so okay, anyway, so BUSD in, and then we do trunk out. Why do we do trunk out? Because we can't do BUSD out, because the BUSD pool is finite, and we can't
Mm-hmm.
source BUSD. If we source BUSD from anywhere else, it would have to be from the elephant pool, or it has to be from elephant or the trunk LPs, which means we have to sell those. There's no guarantee that we have trunk to sell, or we have to mint trunk to sell, which is ridiculous. But we know, what have we learned? We're literally looking at trunk. We're looking at a version of trunk which is the best version to date of trunk. This trunk
Mm-hmm.
is being supported purely by the raffle right now, because all the ways that we know elephant can support trunk have been turned down so that elephant can build up. So this price appreciation is just coming from the raffle. But imagine when the system is running at full strength, where you have the raffle running, which is supporting the peg, and you have trunk running. So basically, to the point where everyone who's interested in trunk and interested in stablecoin side literally could probably support trunk at peg just by using Stampede, the raffle, and staking. That's it.
Gee.
And then elephant's just sitting off to the side. And what will happen is, basically, once we get back to peg, I mean, these governance strategies are not going to be so dumb. They're going to be like, based on the value of elephant, do we need, or do we want to just basically inflate the supply of trunk and increase the liquidity? But here's the thing. We don't necessarily want to inflate the supply of trunk. We want to keep the supply of trunk down to just like pure usage levels, what people are actually have saved in their savings account, essentially, plus some extra surplus in liquidity pools. Because basically, if the liquidity pools fall out of peg, whatever, we want to be able to put a small amount of money in to get it back to peg, not a large amount of money. So we don't. So what was happening before in the V3 successful system is that we were paying out via yield. Sorry, we were paying out yield via liquidity. So we would double mint trunk and pair trunk with equal value BUSD and send that to add that to liquidity to the LP. So basically what it said there is, I'm going to give you some trunk, and I'm just going to hedge and bet that you're going to put it in staking or not immediately sell it. And so basically, for a given dollar value, I'm printing out 2x, and I'm moving the actual dollar value via sold elephant to the LP as liquidity. And so we were doing, but because of that strategy, we're inflating the trunk supply larger than it needs to be. So it's okay to print. It would probably be a better solution, and this is the way it works now. Instead of doing that where you're printing for every 1 unit of BUSD, you're printing 2 units of trunk. Instead of doing that way, it's better to keep your BUSD, don't even sell your elephant, and just print trunk. Just print trunk and give it to the person as yield. And then, because then, same thing, they have the trunk. If they're going to sell it, okay, fine, they sell it. And then the LP will be supported by the peg support without inflating the and the peg support can happen a couple of ways. It can happen by just buying excess trunk from the liquidity pool versus just adding liquidity. I think the way peg support is supposed to work is that you should, if there's more if there's surplus trunk in the LP, just buy trunk. Otherwise, don't do anything. And so you're not inflating the supply of trunk. You can just recycle that and just basically take it out of buy it and take it out of circulation, put it in the trunk treasury, reuse that trunk so it is constantly circulating and getting locked up. Constantly circulating, get locked up, and it's gradually inflating in volume, not artificially, not at a 2x ratio, but at a 1-to-1 ratio based on actual utility that's being provided to the end user via their yield.
Got you. So I'm just soaking all this up. This is why when I go live, I don't like to learn. I'm sitting here learning right now, but no. Keep going. This is really good. Just some comments. They say pre-sale and well protection. Is a pre-sale or users that bonded. That's bonded. That's a good point. So basically, they said when can they expect this? they ready to go, Banteller. They said when can they expect peanut?
All right. So peanuts, BUSD in, trunk out. So what does trunk out mean? Not trunk out based on not trunk based out 1-to-1 to the BSD value. You will get as much trunk as based on the peg. So if trunk is under peg, you'll get more trunk. If trunk's over peg, you'll get less trunk. If trunk's 1-to-1, you'll get the same amount as your available. So your available will always be represented as BUSD, and what you actually get paid out will be trunk at peg that you can go directly to PC Pancake Swap with to get what's owed to you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Got you. No, that makes sense. Let me see. Sylvan also, what did he say? Another question. He was saying something about he's like, basically, hey BT, did you see my plan to get back to peg? Basically, it would be non-restricted redeem, but incremental increases as market allows you. So you would start by pegging it to 33 cents and move up over time.
The redeem queue does a good job of locking up trunk.
Yep.
So whenever you decide to redeem, but at the same time, the pool should get large enough so that you can quickly go through that as well and process that as well. So, but we want trunk to have strong perception of value at $1. So you should be able to redeem it at $1, and you should be able to only mint it at $1. And the only time that you'd be able to mint it less than $1 should be through yield mechanisms. So that's the main thing. If you loosen the policy around keeping peg, then it stops becoming a stable coin.
Right.
And you'll never be able to get it back.
Yeah. Cool, man. Now, in my neck of the woods, how do I promote this? Tell me, how do I promote this? Because at this point, I would not to say it's out yet. I'm just saying when it's ready. Like, how do we get ready? How do you get the herd ready to get this out to the public?
So I guess the first question is to identify: Are there any other stablecoin yield platforms that offer 365% in
Stablecoin
today's
yield, no.
market?
Heck no, not that I know of. I mean, y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Then this
At
would be
three,
the first.
yeah, no, not at that much that I've seen.
Then,
So
yep. So then this would be the first. And
wow,
we know that elephant can do that. We know that if we're feeding elephant a steady diet, peanuts or BUSD.
mm-hmm.
If we're feeding Bertha a steady supply of peanuts, BUSD, otherwise known as BUSD, the fiat currency formerly known as USD, then she's gonna get fat. If she gets fat, then if Bertha was before the hack, Bertha was easily paying out a 6x, that she can easily pay out a 3x, 3.65x. Easily.
We need that. We need that for sure. Man, listen. I appreciate you being a little flexible. I hate that it took slow to call you and tell you to get your mind bubble. I wish you would have listened to me. I don't got all the specifics, but I know generally what I'm thinking about going. But yeah, but I think that sounds good, especially BUSD in, and then you got a lot of playing around with Trump. I think that's a good approach to it. Now Wu said he waiting on peanuts now. Not everybody waiting. But no, I will say one thing I did see though. Again, going back to what we were previously talking about. Man, this raffle, I wasn't a big fan at first. I'm like, I'm really proud of how it's going so far. It's a good look. I'm not gonna lie to you. And peanuts is a better look. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
I think they're gonna and one doesn't diminish the other. Peanuts is still gonna do. Peanuts is gonna do what we need to do, because there's gonna be there's gonna be people who are just more cynical about everything, and just give me the surer shot with less risk. I'll take less yield, all that stuff. Just give me the sure shot. And if the system basically guarantees, because regardless of what we're at any given time, whatever the peg of trunk is, whatever your dollar value is, we're going to do the conversion so that you get the right amount of trunk to cover your immediate sale on PancakeSwap. So you don't have to go through the redemption pool. You're going to get as much trunk as required to sell on PancakeSwap.
Beautiful. Man, this is exciting. And I think I see some other people in the chats. Let me answer something, because he said, could you talk through how peanuts helps peg? I don't know who that is. I don't know if you missed what we were talking about, Jojoda. But yeah, I think he just wants to specify how does it help peg specifically? Peanuts.
So peanuts could exist 100% by itself. Like if you just had the elephant token, if you added peanuts, if you just had the elephant token by itself, then the yield token would be BUSD as well. But because we have all the infrastructure around Trunk, and by going through Trunk, we can actually just buy more time or be able to tap into a tertiary liquidity pool, because otherwise, so we have the growth liquidity pools, which are Elephant, BNB, and BUSD. But then we have the yield liquidity pool, which is Trunk, BUSD. Now, if we were starting from scratch, we would probably just have, if we're starting from scratch, depending on whether we want to be market dependent or not, we would just have Elephant BNB or Elephant BUSD, and that's it. And then we would just have BNB in and BNB out, or BUSD in, if you had if you had a BNB based LP, then you definitely don't want to do BNB out, because BNB scales in value. So you want to, anything that scales in value, you want to hold on to tight. Yep. You don't want to give back. You only want to give back stable yield. giving out price, variable price yield is a dumb idea. You want to give out 10% on the dollar from year to year. That's what you want to give out, because you want the system to retain value for the long term to benefit all participants versus giving out an outsized amount of value to participants that happen to be right place, right time.
Mm-hmm. Right. That makes sense.
Everything has to be built for longevity. People talk about generational wealth, but then don't know what the fuck that looks like. Generational wealth means that you don't buy the Lambo. It means that you lease the BMW.
I'm with you on that one. See, now you don't talk regular stuff. I'm 100% with you on that one. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, though. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And preferably you get over 6,500 pounds and you make sure it's registered with your LLC so that it's tax deductible.
Mm-hmm. Right. See, what you know about business? Now, hold on. You stepping in my area. What you know about the business taxes? You gotta get you an SUV. You gotta get an SUV nowadays.
Yeah. But so you can't, like, a lot of these projects, they talk about taking people to the moon. Guess what? No one's going to the moon if you have a subset of clowns buying cars outright that are over $100,000.
Right.
No one's going to the moon.
Yeah. Now, let's talk, because I appreciate all the technicals. I'm gonna have to go back and review. I'm a studier, so I can hear it one time, but I gotta review it, and I get it. But I love the premise of peanuts, and I love the fact that you were saying the BUSD pool and the BNB pool is going to be equal out through the Roberto. That's cool to me. That's really, really cool. Now, my thing is the promo side. You know where I'm at with it. You said it's going to be a new interface for this. What's going to look like for peanuts?
In your mind, for peanuts, Peanuts will either have its own page or it'll be added to the elephant page, even though it yields out trunk. I think trunk just has the trunk page. The trunk page just has too much stuff on it.
Yeah, it does have a lot, though. It's a lot on the trunk page. But you're saying something probably added here on the elephant page,
or Stampede might get its own page. Staking might get its own page. Then Peanuts and Elephant will stay the same, and Peanuts will get its own page. But it's really the trunk Stampede page that's really busy anyway. So,
gotcha. Let me read a couple of these comments. So, I like to get the people involved. Who said put a cap on the full-time deposits on this new ROI DApp at like 11 million as example, because I wouldn't want contracts to drain and leave a bad taste for elephant money. Okay. Melanie says, is there a way to allow people to dump trunk only to a certain percentage of their holding Stampede or time restricted? That's a good question.
So one thing I'm thinking about is potentially adding capital controls on a per day basis to Stampede. So, for example, let's see. Right. So, as an example, like if you had $10,000 per day capital restriction on either staking or Stampede in terms of claiming, then on a per account basis, regardless of how large it got, it only could take out 3.65 million per year.
Okay. That'd be gotcha.
If you just cap it at $10,000, 10,000 trunk per day
Right.
for a claim. And I think
Sylvan, he
that's
just wants to.
reasonable. That's actually pretty
Gotcha.
reasonable because if you consider where my account is right now,
Mm-hmm.
I've majority only deposited, but I have like 800K in there, like
Right.
so. In three, and I'm going to just by rolling alone. If I get serious about rolling, I'm going to 3x it in a
Oh
year.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So if you think, okay, that's a year. So I can get like super large. I can get super large, which means I can earn my money fast. Even like, so if you earn my money fast or slow, I should still be capped daily.
Mm-hmm.
At some amount, just like a regular bank. Because if you don't, yeah, you could just build up a super large account and just drain that thing.
You drain the heck out of it. Yep. All right, Melody. Okay, Melody Huford. Good question. That's get them thinking. I like that. Now, Banteller, Sylvan says, "How does Peanuts help Peg again?" He said, get the record to how does Peanuts help Peg? That's what this question is.
If you think Peg is the most important thing in elephant money, go back to reading the white paper. Go back to watching more videos. Clearly, you don't know what the most important thing is. Elephant, even though we've said it a zillion times.
Right.
The most important thing in the elephant has a freaking name. She's her name is Bertha. Bertha pays for everything. She opens up her purse and pays for everything. So the most important thing is Peg. Peg is just one aspect of elephant. There are tons of governance strategies that need to be executed to do all kinds of things for the community bank. Maintaining Peg or trunk is just one thing. And obviously things like the raffle also contribute to Peg for trunk. But what this thing does is it directly contributes to Bertha. And Bertha in a price insensitive way, which will make Bertha moon, which means that she can pay for all the governance strategies, including maintaining Peg.
Yep. So basically, we got to get Bertha up, man. I know you worry about the Peg. Worry about Bertha. We got to get Bertha's it, man. Worry about Bertha. We get Bertha right. I think we'll be good.
And so now, so to wrap that in the bow, regard to Peg, Peanuts in general is insensitive to the Peg. It will give you whatever dollar value you're owed in BUSD. It will give you the amount of trunk required to cover that if you were going to redeem it directly on PCS. You don't have to rely on the redemption queue to redeem your yield from Peanuts. So Peanuts is a different contract. And so what you're really balancing is in Stampede, you can 6X in a year. In Peanuts, you're only going to get that fixed 365% APR. But in exchange for getting a lower APR, you'll get paid out guaranteed.
There you go. And I think a lot of people, they like that. They like the sound of that. That's definitely an upgrade.
So okay. So another way to put it is, having your whole, a good chunk of your treasury being drained aside. Let's move that to the side to say that can't happen, which it can't happen anymore, but like it did happen, but not going to happen again. Based on our tokenomics, we know that for dollar, especially as we get into super parabolic stage, we're going to 10x for every dollar that we put in. We're going to get $10 for every dollar we put in, if not more. So based on that method alone, because we're only, instead of with compounding, the other thing with compounding is you compound, we have to pay you some residual forever. When you claim that when you claim that counts as being paid, so that saves us a little bit. But if you compound, we have to pay you some residual forever.
Yeah.
With just simply with simply saying we're going to pay you a fixed 3.65, a 365 APR, once you're paid, you're paid.
Yep. Pay him and get him up out of there. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because I was telling you, Stampede is like it's not gonna ever end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not if I can help it. Not on my end. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got to get people out of there. I think that 3.65 helps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're getting and go. Good night.
Right.
I like it. Very good. Yep. Very good. Hey, so how's your health doing, man? You taking care of yourself?
Like I said, I was out on Friday, did some fairly rigorous things, and lived. I had to relax the next 2 days, but I did do them. So I think I'm doing better.
Okay. Good, man. Listen, I'm gonna promote this peanuts thing, man. Like, you don't even understand right now. Is it gonna be the same partner system or is it gonna be something separate?
Definitely probably will use the partner network. So we definitely will use some other alpha. It's going to use the same Flow engine and everything. It's going to use the latest version of Flow, and I'm just going to disable some functions.
Gotcha.
Or remove them. So
I'm not you the coder, so I'm thinking. So you said
this is not going to take a long time to put out. It's going to basically.
Gotcha. You already got it pretty much created, though. I'm sure. Like,
it's basically Stampede without roles.
Okay.
It's Stampede with a claim button.
Yep.
It's Stampede with fixed APR, not variable APR.
Okay.
Will it have an airdrop system? The referrals will airdrop to Stampede.
Okay.
All referrals all referral income goes to Stampede.
There you go. I like that. See, you thinking the treasury, Banteller. You know, listen, I'm excitable, dude.
Yeah, it's reusing infrastructure that we already have. So the idea is that as the network grows, we're just adding the minimum viable extensions that we need to round out the system. Mm-hmm. And then we're trying to leverage it. We're not re-implementing anything.
Okay.
Right.
Got a question for you. Riala says, will peanuts cause bigger sell pressure to the LP when trunk is under peg, since people are getting more trunk under peg? Will peanuts cause bigger sell pressure to the LP when trunk is under peg, since people are getting more trunk under peg? Yep.
I would say no, because here's the thing. When for us to have that, so dollar for dollar in year one, year two, you have to it takes 2 years versus 1 year to produce the same amount of sell pressure from peanuts that will be produced by Stampede already. So the short answer is no. But even more importantly is you only can get into peanuts using BUSD. So what that means is, for that sort of guaranteed income, that simple contract that you just know is going to work no matter what, because of the parabolic nature of the automated money, automated market maker. Because of that, because that is just going to pump Bertha. It's just going to pump Bertha. So we're going to go. It's going to do for the elephant price what the raffle has done for the trunk price, if not better.
Ooh. Okay. See, I like that kind of stuff. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Now y'all want to talk about some alpha? That's some alpha now. Come on now, get that elephant try.
So what that basically says is, is my birthday weekend's coming, and after this next weekend, I have the whole week and weekend off and some change. And all I have to do is basically create a new HTML page, because whipping out the smart contract for peanuts should literally only take like 6 hours with testing.
Oh, dang. Yeah, it's pretty much done. Like, that's okay. Cool.
I have to,
So
there's
now
more
you
things
take
I have to like cut out and delete and comment out or like whatever, then
right.
write new code. I have to turn things off to make peanuts.
Now, at this point in your DeFi development career, like, is it just? It seemed like you just editing a lot. Like, it seemed like you had a lot of these thoughts back in what, bankroll flow days or bankroll days. Like, it seemed like even you said with Rocket with the detonator. Like, it just seemed like a lot of these thoughts have been here before with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? Basically, just editing stuff that you already figured out.
I mean, it's sort of the nature of software development in general. Like, things just are in constant improvement. But if you spend enough time in a particular space, you have a tool chest to work with. It's never the case where you go to like just the next year and you've scrapped everything you've ever done. That's not usually not how it works. It's very methodical, and just you just start branching out to different directions and exploring different directions. And I think that's one of the cool things about AI right now, is that we've basically got to the point where AI learns no differently. It just can branch out into these different directions, in milliseconds, and go all the way to the end and come back and figure out which pieces in work and which don't, and just refine its neural network, to achieve a goal. So everything is goal oriented, and basically, my goal, like Tesla's goal for its computer vision is not to drive cars. Tesla's goal for computer vision is to be able to navigate and comprehend what's going on in the world, which means that they can use the same neural net. They are going to use the same neural network. When I say neural network, I mean like literally data centers worth of information organized in a wired brain, a computational brain that models wetware. But anyway, or at least tries to achieve the same goal as wetware. Is the models are different, but it achieves the same goal. Like, at the end of the day, it's like an animal brain. Better than your horse, right? Then that, and the goal here is simply cash flow for all, and we have this evolving network that's extending itself, working together. It's extending itself to real world feedback, real world experiences that are basically being recorded in transactions, in price movements, volume, price. Those are all being captured for this particular network, which is called Elephant Money, and is governed by 4 tokens.
Got you. Now, let me ask you a question. I don't know, nobody's probably ever asked you this. Best case scenario, everything goes perfectly, right? Have you had that thought, that dream of where you will be sitting if this thing goes perfectly and it does exactly what you think it's supposed to do? Where do you see yourself after all this is over and said and done? And be honest, don't hold back. If it's not arrogant, just tell me what you think.
I mean, if everything goes well, the immediate thing that's going to happen, everything's in stages, right? So you can't really think about like an end goal until you think about like the sort of immediate stages, just to give some perspective. But the immediate thing that's going to happen is that we're going to rise in TVL and participation, which is going to lead to the system. For the system to do what it's supposed to do, it still needs a sort of minimally viable amount of participation in TVL. Yes, I just made that thing up, but that is what it
Right.
means.
Okay.
Like we need to have X amount of cash in here, X amount of participation, X amount of like repeat customers, X amount of X amount of like replacement, like in countries they talk about the replacement rate, which is tied to the birth rate. The replacement rate is a function of the birth rate and the death rate. So there's going to be there's going to be a death rate too related to this, and so we need to be all constantly adding. Like people don't understand. Like they're like, oh, well, what happens in your system if no new people join? That's the dumbest ass question ever. What happens if nobody stop? What happens if people stop eating McDonald's? What's the short answer?
I hate those. Yeah,
what's the short answer?
But
what is the short answer if people stop eating McDonald's?
McDonald's go out of business.
Is he out of fucking business?
Right,
that's it. Was that all you were asking? What if
that's a life, right? Like what? Like yeah.
I was that all you were asking? If nobody's interested in elephant, what's going to happen to elephant? It's going to die, just like any other business. You have to have a replacement rate, just like what happens if everybody starts dying in a country and stop fucking? Guess what? No babies, no replacement. So they all die. If you want to see a real world example, look at Japan. There's a reason why they have all those goofy looking robots by necessity. So
real quick, let me hit the chat because they got some questions for you, Banteller. Let me go through it.
All right.
I tell both sides of the coin. Facts. Woo, listen, y'all watching DeFi the General Show with Money Mo. We got Banteller on. Make sure y'all hit that like. Woo said, join the Money Mo group if you want to know more to understand. Facts. Smock said, I don't like the term guarantee. Yeah. He said it's gonna take a little time. Okay, it possibly could. He said it was quick though. Again, Banteller, they said they don't like the word guarantee. That scares them a little bit, especially with ROI contracts. That's understandable. Question here: is the trunk you're getting from Peanuts automatically bonded? And when you claim, is that trunk coming from the trunk treasury? Good question.
No, that trunk will be just minted, and then from there it'll use all the mechanics that are already available to support circulating trunk.
Okay.
So trunk is where else is trunk minted? So trunk is minted free and clear in staking now in the new architecture.
Okay.
And trunk is minted free and clear for the performance pool. And also free and clear for Stampede. So basically the only place where the price of trunk trunk is minted free and clear, and then Bertha's sole job is to manage the peg. And now the raffle also helps manage the peg. So we manage the price of trunk in a centralized fashion, and we just mint it free and clear in a just decentralized fashion.
Now, I don't know if this just Burger Man said Peanut sounds like it's just kicking the can down the road.
It's like the least version of that, because like once you go up the parabolic curve, for every dollar you're adding, price is going up exponentially by definition, versus your commitment is only fixed. It's just your function. The function of X is different. Function of X in the AMM is parabolic. The function of X in terms of the commitment for Peanuts is constant order. Just 3.65 times the amount of money you put in, versus a parabolic response to the money you put in the AMM. So if you're that's senior level geometry algebra. Algebra 2. So we're just talking algebra 2 here. So so that's the innovation. Like, so there will be other systems that are built on this mechanism Good luck building those in the bear market without community, though. So that's our advantage. So we have to seize it right now. So keep playing with the upstarts if you want. People have never done this before. They can copy our ideas if they want. They can try, but like they're going to make a ton of mistakes, just like the mistakes that we've made. But the saving grace is that we've made them, and we have a shit ton of liquidity. And from your personal perspective, I'm speaking to you, the herd. Your fucking money's here, not there. So you if you take it out, it's going to get taxed. If you take it out, it's going to be risk. You're putting your hard-earned money that's been saved from the wreckage of the bear market or has appreciated in value in spite of the bear market and everything else. You know, a ton of people. The reason why we have such a large, vibrant community is because the majority of people are up. Forget the FUD. Just look at the chart to know that everybody who got in at the beginning of Elephant is up and up big, up over 1,100% just for the year. That includes the exploit.
You know what? And that's on my shorts and all that. That's my talking point. Is that 1,000%? Newcomers want to hear that. Oh, 1,000% on a year. Like, yep. But yeah, that's a good point, though. That's a good point. Real quick, Banteller, Jajota asks, will there be a tax on peanut claims?
Peanuts is going to be a pure play. I mean, I almost want to reward people just for going the peanuts route because it helps birthers so much is what we really need. So really, like, there should be almost no taxes. We want everybody to do. If everybody just does peanuts, it'd be like, oh my, like, people are going to be shaking their heads like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? They were like, that's it? You created the fastest growing asset and the best performing asset in the world. And this is all you took? It's like Trunk is interesting, but like you could have just returned back BUSD. If it was going to be like that, you just return back BUSD. All you need is Elephant and Peanuts. And that's it. You just need just 2 contracts. Elephant contract, Peanuts.
There you go. See? Started right here in the Money Crypto Movement. If y'all didn't know, I'm telling you, I had to get on Banteller nerves. I know I'm not doing no more coding.
Okay. All right. You know, remember this is cash flow for all. We're trying to find the freaking holy grail here.
Right.
We're trying to find but like, okay. So some developers listening, oh, I'm just gonna okay, great. So somebody comes out and they call it like raccoon or they call it squirrel and nuts. like 2 weeks from now, squirrel and nuts. Oh my god, everybody's squirrel and nuts. Squirrel and nuts is only going to get $2 million, if that.
Yep.
And then it's going to stop. And then what will you have done? You would have thought, oh, I'm going to get on the ground floor of squirrel and nuts, but it's only going to go to 2 million. And Elephant's still going to be stuck where it's at. And then I'm still going to be bitching over here. And everybody's going to be grumpy. And it's all because you guys couldn't stay the course and have some goddamn loyalty. So I'm keeping it real. Because like I said before, Apple, Tesla, all your favorite stocks, all your favorite crypto projects, they all have PR agencies. They all got marketing professionals that are going to like kiss your ass and not tell you what you need to hear and hide shit from you because they're actually doing dirty shit behind the scenes that they shouldn't be doing, like Celsius. You're going to lose all your fucking money just like you always do. Mm-hmm. But that's not the goal here. We're here trying to do this together for real right now.
Yep. Listen, we all behind it. And you know what I love about it even more? You got automatic, what is that? Emojis? It's not emojis. What is that called, y'all? Emojis or whatever it's called for Elephant and Peanuts. Very easy. Everybody can put that. That's easy to promote. Banteller, I love that. See? That's perfect, man.
You feed the elephant peanuts. The elephant's Bertha. The peanuts is BUSD. Done.
There you go. That's some alpha. Let me see. I don't think I have no more comments. Banteller, listen, I gotta rename this now. I gotta rename it. That's all good though. I appreciate it. I think this was dope, man. People need to hear that now. How can we help on the promo side outside of the herd? Just be a part of it, or what do you, any advice for outside people?
For outside people who haven't, participated in elephant yet?
Right.
I mean, the main thing is just we got to get the word out. We got to keep it as simple as possible. So basically, appeal. Anyone who's going to participate, especially in this new contract, they can participate on two sides. They can participate in the back office or the front office. The ones that participate in the front office, then they're only going to have to understand the Peanuts contract, which sort of begs the point to probably put Peanuts on a single page by itself, or to put it on the elephant page. But actually, probably put it on the single page by itself. Keep it real simple. But like you go there with Peanuts, you buy in with BUSD. You have a little bit more time to understand Trunk, and you have links to basically trade Trunk on PCS. Alternatively, you can kind of get ahead of this thing and double down on, buy with Bertha. You can double down with buy and Bertha. Say like, I want to be on the side of Bertha. When Bertha's growing parabolically, I want to be growing parabolically. I want my bag. So like, I know I have just days now. It's been a Money Mo exclusive announcement, Peanuts, and I only have a certain amount of time left before the train starts leaving the station. So I'm going to sell a bunch of shit and buy some elephant. That's the other thing you could do. And then people could be like, before Peanuts is even released, everyone from the space is going to be like, why is elephant rising like this? This is insane. What's going on? It's like, oh, because BT has this crazy new contract. This actually sounds pretty cool and simple. That's going to make elephant pump even harder than trunk pump during the raffle. But guess what? The raffle's still going to be happening every day because you're still going to be able to earn life-changing money on the raffle too. So you want to be rolling trunk every day as well. So basically, don't stop what you're doing.
Keep stampeding.
Now might be it. Keep stampeding. You might want to reconsider your allocation a little bit and get a little bit more elephant so you can catch that rise. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, it's all business as usual. And at some point, it's going to make sense to, really, if you're happy with the way things are now with the raffle and with the sort of price, that doesn't necessarily change. But now we have something that's like a broader offering, a very simple, easy to understand offering that's going to be appealing to people who want a simple, guaranteed kind or predictable sort of minor, better than a minor. I would say it's more like those, you know what it's more like? Those ROI contracts where you could pick a plan, where they had like 3 plans or 8 plans you could pick from.
30, 60 days, something like that. Yep.
30, 60 days. It's like that, except those things still drained and died. This won't. Okay. And it's and instead of you having to pick a plan, you basically put money in, and then you'll get over 365 days, you'll get all that money out. It times 3.65. But you can always decide to keep topping it off. And that's how it works.
Got you. Okay, so listen, Banteller, listen, I got a lot here. I'm gonna do some editing tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I appreciate you pulling up, man. Peanuts sound like a really, really good thing. One more thing, I got Brian. I'm gonna pull Brian up. I know he has a question for you. And then I'm gonna let you go, man, if that's okay. Man, shout out to all y'all pulled up, man. Y'all hear this? We got Peanuts, we got some alpha today, y'all. So let's make it happen. Peanuts, Stampede, Elephant, all that good stuff is gonna happen at once. So yeah, one more question. I'm gonna get you up out of here, Banteller.
Oh, good.
All right, Brian, what's going on, man?
I think his mic's muted.
He's muted. You muted, man.
Sorry, guys. Is that better?
There you go.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. Hope everybody's having a good night. How you doing, Tony?
Good.
Good. Okay. So when you create, I guess it'd be a protocol like Flow or Elephant and Trunk and all that, and then you want to add an additional feature to it, like this peanut thing, which from the sounds of it, it looks like it's going to be outstanding. Would it behoove you to, before you say anything to anybody about it, any influencer, or just keep it close to chest, to create it, audit it, whatever you have to do, so it's ready to go, and then it's already per se been field tested, if you will, and so when you hit go, it can take off and run without any hiccups. And by that time, since you've already got it completed, that's when you get to influencers like Mo or whoever else I don't think anybody's going to do it as good as Mo, but anybody else that would speak on it.
You know that, Brian. I'm going to cut you off. Go ahead.
Start marketing it. Instead of talking, and I'm not saying you, but there's other ones out there that do this all the time, and it's just, if anything, that I think this is what causes anger and despair and some of the negativity in the space. They'll go and say, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and we should have this done by then, we should have it done by then, and then. And lo and behold, we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting, and nothing's been done, or little bits and pieces of it may have been done. Wouldn't it just make better sense that if you're, which I'm not questioning your seriousness, but if you're serious about doing something like this peanut thing that you're talking about, to go ahead and have it completely done, field tested, audited, whatever it is, to make sure that it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you playing devil's advocate, or are you very active in Bankroll and Elephant?
I would just say that I'm a 53-year-old guy who's not stupid.
No, I'm asking you a direct question. Are you in Elephant Money or Bankroll? How long?
Yes, I am. I'm in Elephant, and I am also in Trunk.
Okay, but Elephant's your first experience with us?
No, actually, I got into Trunk first, and then I got into Elephant.
No, but I mean, Elephant Money versus Bankroll.
Oh, yeah. I was never in that. The only thing I knew about Flow is what Mo's putting up on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I never knew anything about it.
All right, but in general, like, nothing takes me long. I turn things around very quickly. Been doing this since I was 10. Like, have I had bugs? Yeah, but everybody does. But everybody does. No. I'm just trying to say holistically, and I'm not taking anything like personally. So I'm just saying that, like, no, like, just my general style. I don't overhype anything. Literally, the reason why you're hearing it here is because there's a rapport with Mo that goes back years, and so he's getting these bones versus anybody else. And also because of his new format, he's getting these bones versus anybody else. He's doing there's a couple more, but in the DeFi space, there's only a few guys, less than a handful of guys that are doing live format. And in terms of covering projects as comprehensively in our particular sort of ROI, DeFi, passive income space, he's the only one doing it right now. The only other one I would say is Sheep, and I'm part of degen protocol, but they're talking about a lot of things that aren't DeFi, and I'll leave it at that.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yeah. So really, it's really just Mo, and, like, honest to God, like, he's gotten me into projects that, like, other people, like, I knew about them. I knew that, like, there were clones that were coming out, this and that coming out, and I wasn't really motivated to get into them, but listening to the different projects and listening to experience and seeing what he likes, because he's so open about what he likes and what he doesn't like, that's helped me learn about projects and make me say, well, do I want to dip my toe in it or not? And it's also, helped me. It's been another input. Like I get a ton of inputs from the community already, obviously. But I wouldn't say I'm surrounded by like yes men. I think, and like Mo has even talked about this. A lot of people. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people talk about it. I mean, and it's true. I would just simply say that it's like a right time. It's like a timing thing. For this sort of just from where I'm at in my career, realize that like you are listening to a damn near 47-year-old man in his executive prime, so that has hands-on skills. I need to be able to get information from the market, have it delivered to me, and I listen to influencers and I read articles. I listen to influencers to get that information. I watch trends in the marketplace. I use other products. I get all this information. I bring it in because I am not just a middleman. I'm not picking on him. I swear. And I respect Forex in certain ways. Forex is a very young, still developing businessman. He is not a developer. He is not a marketer. He is a trader and businessman. And he has a good work ethic. I think in a similar sense, he is running into the problems, just like Celsius in a big way, ran into the problems of it's hard to build a team in this space. Especially if you're building a team in this space with people who aren't from banking and finance. Are you seeing how easy it is for the Fidelities of the world to just overnight, even though they weren't doing it overnight? When I was still working at Fidelity in 2015, they were already in Bitcoin. Fidelity's been in Bitcoin a long time. This has been many moons in the making. And do you even understand what they're doing? Do you even understand what Fidelity's doing? You think they're just supporting Bitcoin, silly person? No, they're not just supporting Bitcoin. Their job is to manage the world's wealth in a significant share of wallet when it comes to the world's wealth. What you are seeing when you see, like, Putin can do whatever he does, right? And he can, have problems with his neighbors. But when the United States says, just because you had a fight on the corner, we're going to null and void your bank account effectively for the whole country. That means that no one, whether you like the United States or not, whether you think you're cool with them or not, you can't fuck with them like that anymore, because you could be next. Where if the United States disagrees with you on any given thing, they're just going to zero out your bank account. And that's not how the world can work. People can't zero out gold.
Yep.
Right? So the same thing, all money is digital now. So Bitcoin is digital. Bitcoin is digital gold. And it's the closest thing to gold that we have that works in this modern world. And so Fidelity has to be able to transition generational wealth from another failed currency, which is what the United States dollar is looking like.
I agree with that.
That is the business that they're in as investment managers. Do you know how much money is outside the country that Fidelity controls? Fidelity is a private company, not a public company. It means that their wealth, they have more wealth outside the country than they have inside the country. Did you know that?
So, I didn't. They got natural goods outside. What do you mean? Like what kind of
Apple's the
money
same
outside?
thing. Apple's in the same situation. Apple has more undeclared, like they have more problems bringing money back. Like, remember, they sell phone. Apple sells phones and whatever else worldwide.
Right.
They don't bring all that money back to the U.S. It was earned out there. It's staying out there in Apple control banks out there. But they have to bring it back if they want to do capital investment and do research and development and whatever else they have to do to run the actual business, the core operations of business inside here. They got to bring some money back. It's a pain in the ass to bring the money back. So what do they do instead? They hire people in Ireland. That was big for a while. And I know what the trends are in IT right now and stuff like that in terms of hiring and stuff. I think it's even worse because now everything's remote and decentralized. So yeah, they're pretty much hiring people all around the world, and the money's staying distributed around the world. Right? People getting paid in their native currencies, and yeah, that's what it works. It's not about the states anymore. It's not about the US dollar anymore. It's just that the US dollar still is the strongest of the strong when it comes to weak ass fiat. you know, that's where we're at. But anyway, so Fidelity, it's Bitcoin is going to be supported because it's going to be a major component in cash equivalents going forward. Yeah. But yeah, the point was building teams though. So and that's on a large and small scale. Celsius having like, a woman who is like, I forget, was she a porn star or something, like, and now doing investor relations and stuff.
Right.
They
did have a porn star. I believe they did. Yep.
Yeah. Right. Right. And then, right. So that's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And then, Forex is complaining about, like, he has to, his contemplate whether he has to like dismiss a developer. But I think that's also mismanaged too. That just speaks to his inexperience as well. He's reporting dates and reporting deliverables. Clearly he said something was done and it's not done. If it's only done when it's actually released. I often don't make any announcements at all, and I just say hard refresh. So everybody knows this. But this is just something simple. It'll be out. It's pretty clear in my mind how it's going to work. It'll be out, and there's literally nothing stopping it from being delivered other than me getting hit by a bus. Like, literally, that's the only thing that can stop this from being delivered, because the only person responsible for getting stuff developed for Elephant Money, soup to nuts, is me. Then
that's
after
why
that,
we don't want. Yeah. We don't want you to take vacations, bro. We can't have you get hit by that bus, man. That can't
but
happen.
I've been doing this for a long time, and it's better for me to take care of myself. But trust me, I am rushing. I am trying to get this done as quickly as possible, because I want to get to product market fit. I want to get to basically, like, they talk about extensions to Bitcoin and stuff. Like, none of that's necessary for what it is. If you want to keep it in that sort of like cash equivalent commodity space, gold equivalent. And basically I want to be in this very generic, the first of its kind. There'll be more, but we'll be the first. We'll capture market share, and then blame yourself if you're an elephant trillionaire, but for whatever reason we get passed by this clone or that clone or whatever. It was because you weren't very serious about the word of mouth that BT was asking you to do since freaking day one. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I'm telling you, I'm telling you that is the limiting factor. You want Elephant to succeed? What you need to do is, like, after this, like next month, everyone who's on the thing, we know what the age demographic is for Elephant. We know what the age demographic is for, Muddy's channel, SK's channel, whatever. It's kind of skewing to the older side, into men, whatever. you're going to have to share this with the young women in your life, with the young guys in your life, your children, your teenage children, your college age children, whoever. You're going to have to get it in their hands, and you're going to have to be serious about onboarding them. And if you do that, we'll win. If you don't do that, we won't. Simple as that.
Banteller, you get a Muddy Mo. I really appreciate, because I think stepping back and answering that question to Brian and realizing like, no, he came in like months ago. He's not, no, he hasn't been here years like that. But I appreciate you. It was a roundabout way, but you did answer the question. I appreciate that. But I think ultimately you got it. Now, what you said, the younger demographic, I'm gonna let you go, but you said that younger demographic. I think Peanuts can help with that though, Banteller. If I can have anything to do with it, I really think Peanuts will help. So good point there. I like that. We got old dudes in the space, y'all. It is what it is.
Yeah, we'll get to, and what does that mean? I was like, I'm not being ageist, whatever. I'm up there as well. I'm gonna be 47, Hollywood young, but 50. But once you add that 50 to it, I'm middle aged. Yeah, middle aged. There's no way I can say middle aged, not say middle aged. There's no way I can not say middle aged when you're 50. You're just middle aged. So
thanks, Tony.
I'm almost middle aged. BT, please. Makes me sound younger. So, but here's the thing. Let's see. Yeah. I think the thing is they're just more social. They're just more social, and they're social in the ways that count. I mean, especially after this lockdown and stuff. They're just.
It's not gay. They were born with this stuff. Like
they were born with this stuff.
Yeah, I'm a millennial, so I was Nintendo and whole nine, MySpace, and now we're here. Like, no way I can knock the kid. My kids are not gonna put down the technology. It's just, and I don't take it out their hands no more. Like, it's just, you can't. Like, those younger demographics they're really good at that stuff. We really got to take advantage of it. So
exactly. Like people talk about the Juvier gems and all that stuff. Like, how did he's got way more. How did he get all those subscribers and stuff? He's like,
he be doing a bankhead bounce. Like, but yeah, we do have to get the young demographic. But Banteller, man, listen, I'm not gonna hold you up no longer. You gave us some good stuff today. I'm gonna break this up and get this video out. All the Money Crypto movement, I appreciate y'all, man. This is the DeFi General Show with Muddy Mo. I'm gonna let Banteller go, man. Banteller, I appreciate you pulling up, man, and giving us all this stuff. And I appreciate you really, really thinking about Peanuts and going with it, man. Thank you.
Oh, no, but thank you.
No doubt, man. All right, y'all. Y'all give him a hand. I don't have no sound effects. Y'all give him a hand. That's Banteller, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna get sound effects one day.
Get that soundboard, yeah.
Right. All right, man. Take it easy, man.
All right.
See you.
Peace.
All right, Brian. Appreciate you pulling up too, man. Listen, Brian's getting late. You know what I'm saying? I know we got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate all y'all pulling up, man. Brian, you want to say right for my exit, man? For the exit?
Yeah, well, I did, because I had a couple of questions for you, but I mean, if you don't want to, we can wait until another day.
Got you. Or just hit me in the DM because I'm going live tomorrow morning too. Oh, also, listen, real quick. While I got y'all, I'm going live in the morning too. I'm gonna try to go back. I'm trying to see if we got a different crowd in the morning. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all check me out. Also, make sure y'all subscribe so you can get that in your notifications and all that good stuff. As always, y'all see the link tree on the page, man. Y'all know, listen, I don't change. Same thing. It's all organized. It's all right there. So it is what it is. Oh, what time tomorrow? Good question. Thank you, Brian. So what I'm thinking is about 11 a.m. Central tomorrow. So I'm gonna try it in. We'll see what happens. It ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? We're gonna try it, but I got some stuff I do want to cover. I appreciate Banteller coming on though, because this is gonna be the title of this. And then we'll go back to the titles that we had today for tomorrow. So it's all good, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. As always, y'all already know, in the Muddy Crypto movement and DeFi, you're alone, but we're alone with you. Come on, join the Muddy Crypto movement. That's what we do. All right. Also, time is the most valuable asset. You cannot afford to waste it. None of us can. All right. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned.